Really, Charles, saying hi to me in the chat? Oh, yeah. Hi, folks. Oh, wait. Oh,
hello, everyone.
Hey, from the road.
Martin Lukas.
Trev from the road. Charles
from
home. Hey, guys.
Thanks for joining, everyone.
Welcome to L&M Guitar Corner's Christmas hangout that we already took right over. Before the host even get a chance to say it, we're like, Charles, what are you doing? Trev, and then it's a Christmas miracle.
We are like worst guests ever. Worst guests ever, we are.
That's totally fine, Ben.
Yeah, Trev, you're seeing it. I know.
Nice.
What's the Christmas sweater?
I'm also going to wear it on Sunday's show, probably Monday's show.
Sweet.
All of Christmas.
Get the mileage out of it.
A little crowd in here already. And more filing in. Great.
Yeah.
Minute and a half in, already losing my voice. Perfect.
Ed was first. Hi there, Edward.
Hey,
Thanks for joining.
Ed. Brother Ed. You know him, right, Charles?
I know the fellow a little bit. Yeah, put some fabric on his guitar last night.
Yeah, you did.
Steve Rezer, thanks for joining.
Is it Rezer?
Rezer.
It's Rezer.
Oh, I didn't watch the stream. You.
Rezer. Yeah, I remember now because it's like the meats or the Rezer meats.
I'm gonna make a clip of that in the chatting with Charles, and I'm gonna put it up in the brand section of my StreamYard so I can just pull the clip up every time you can.
Like my little Charles clip. Oh, Charles is here.
That's right.
Okay, Steve Rezer. Next.
Don't call me Rezer.
Razor. You pronounce that.
Lydian? Lydian?
Okay.
I would think Lydian.
Mixolydian?
He's been waiting for a while.
Cool. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for joining.
And that's an easy one. I'm Mark.
Hey there, Mark Taft.
I'm taking the easy names. Butchering names, I feel like Phil McKnight. That's
Her get you an extra 20 subs.
asking if Ryan Hall is at the doctor's office. Yeah, maybe he can join us later. Mark, sent him the link.
I sent him the link.
Yeah.
He did right that he have to go to the doctor. Yeah.
Trev's
His appointment is at 1:30 p.m. Central Time.
What's when?
Hope Trev's day's going better today than yesterday.
There you go. Excellent.
Not a
Charles
good
could
day.
maybe tell us.
Fill out some quick paperwork, get an autograph, and then I'll be all yours.
Central.
30 minutes.
Live from Chilliwack,
Or
folks. I'm just saying. What you gonna do when Trev's gone? What you gonna do? What you gonna do when Trev's gone? There you
Buy
go.
at lunch.
For the Canadian con, which is really just Mark, I think, in the chat.
And half an hour, the appointment.
And then he has 1 hour back
Okay.
drive. So yeah,
Tricky.
we'll see.
I'm sure
You're doing math over there.
I know. I think they're like you. They're searching for Gretches on another screen, Charles. I don't know what they're doing over there.
Everybody,
I think they're actually doing was aircraft coordination landing. What do they call them? Flight controllers? No.
they're part-time
Air traffic controllers. That's it. I know. Maybe, but not. Probably not. Welcome one and all to the Festivus for the rest of us.
Yes. Our YouTube Christmas party. Is it the 4th Christmas hang already?
Yeah.
Wow, really?
3rd or 4th.
At least
Third
the
or
3rd.
fourth. It's either the third or the fourth, yes.
What's up, Murray?
Thank you.
I
Murray.
need to check
Thanks for
on my
joining.
phone.
Yeah, I'm tempted every day to see him and say, Martian,
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I see what you did there.
Very nice.
I posted a community post of that we're doing this, so hopefully folks see it. Well, Steve commented. He said, "Cool." So, right. So Steve's here. So, yeah.
I think it's our 3rd Christmas hang, but our 4th live hang ever was Christmas gift ideas with Charles. That was on
Oh, yes.
December 16th, 2021. So 3 years ago.
Wow. Hey,
Then it has to be the
Trav,
Hey,
be
Chris.
careful. We got a cop in the house. I mean,
Probably a cop.
probably.
Hi, Chris.
Chris.
Hey, Chris. I was going to put that, Trev. Yeah, I was going to put in brackets, my name, and then beside it, thinks Chris is a cop, which may or may not for the water buffalo meeting.
Blackjack.
Hey, Blackjack. Thanks for joining.
Joyeux Noël, mon ami. That sounded like a used car salesman in Montreal. Was that?
Very convincing.
Right.
Charles, do you remember what a Merry Christmas is in German?
No, actually.
Frohe Weihnachten.
One more time?
Frohe Weihnachten.
Voivana.
Yeah, I didn't have it. It is amazing, though. Over time, it's been 20 years since I've been in Germany. And, when I was there, my German was really good. And now I'm reaching for a sentence. I can't find the word.
Yeah, you're really dropping the ball on the album covers at times.
Yeah.
Good for the Spanish stuff, not so much for the German.
Martin comes for the rescue then.
He does. He breaks it down. He gives us timestamps, little backstory. Oh, Blackjack's originally from the Poutine province.
Wow, okay. Montreal.
We can call it that as a fellow Canadian. I don't know if everybody else should say that. I don't know.
Montreal, that's just a French pronunciation, right?
Yeah, Montreal.
Oh, I had French in school, so
Yeah.
it's pretty common in Austria to learn French at some point.
Sure. Helps when
Depends on
traveling
the
to
school.
France.
I didn't have it.
Different schools.
I took
I'm
French.
not
But it was
sure.
weird. They actually taught us mostly Parisian French through school for some weird reason, which I thought was really odd.
Well, it's the same thing here when they
Quebec
when they
French.
teach you Spanish here. It's Castilian Spanish rather than any particular dialect. It's like,
Yeah, because like you're legit. Like, ooh, look at you all being fancy with your Castilian Spanish. Rolling their eyes at you. Yeah, I get it. Okay, you've been trying to land that plane all day. Seriously, it's foggy. It's raining. Just call it a day, guys. When you live
Who are you
next
talking
to
to?
C-17, no less, Charles. Hot and heavy. Easy.
those are loud ones.
Dancing off.
So how is everyone doing?
Good so far.
Not bad for a day at work.
Yeah.
A fella is enjoying a nice day off.
Ooh, really?
Yeah,
And
well
Charles
deserved.
took the day off.
We
I thought
really
it was
have to
casual
thank
Wednesday.
Charles.
I figured you're actually in a meeting, but you just have a cardboard cutout or
I thought about that, but I was like, I haven't been able to make a lot of Martin and Lucas's live streams, and so I was like, I'll be damned if I miss this one. And the only way I could be sure I wouldn't would be take the day off.
I love it.
We really appreciate
that-
it.
That's amazing.
The state of Texas's loss is Martin and Lucas's gain, or Lucas and Martin's gain, or both of them.
You know, these
Trev's
days-
going to get an autograph now.
Here you go.
Oh, Blackjack's getting light snow today. I'm just getting the rain. It's still raining because it's above freezing.
I'm not
Plus
sure if
6
it's
yesterday. Enjoying that in
Plus
mid-December.
6?
Yes.
It's about the same as we had.
It's a bit too warm for snow.
Maybe
3
It's
degrees
weekend.
less.
It's
Said nobody ever in December in Canada. Oh, it's a little too warm. Really? Really? Go to Edmonton. Freeze your nuts off.
a little bit too cold. No, we will probably not have white Christmas, but we rarely have.
We had a cold snap last week, and now the temperature's back up. It's 63 here right now. It was up in the 70s yesterday. It's ridiculous.
Jeez.
That's warm.
Jealousy factor of a lot.
The
Maybe
40s.
wear shorts. Not
I
one.
am wearing shorts.
Feeling like
I'm
the
wearing a
holidays.
sweater. The man's wearing shorts.
Life isn't fair.
Oh,
Well, the benefits.
Yeah, but on the other hand, I don't get into triple digits in the temperatures with all the humidity as well.
Yeah.
That's good. What's going on? It's past 2 p.m. Well, we've just been... it's a show about nothing, basically.
2 p.m.
Oh, blackjack. That's not good. That's a
Wow.
lot.
6 feet of snow.
Yeah, but I think it's snow and then melt and snow and melt. Because I know my sump pump's going off nonstop pretty much.
Mhm.
Which is better than it not going off, and then I'm swimming here.
This is true.
Ooh. Oh, he's working on my telly today.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, Ed. Fair enough.
So we put top and back fabric on that yesterday, and we're doing sanding sealer today, and then later in the week we'll do the side fabric.
Right.
Oh.
Snow
So
blowers.
you'll be
I was
finished
thinking about starting my snow blower, but then I'm hanging out here instead.
with the Eagle guitar for Ed.
So
with the freedom.
doing
Freedom.
the caster from the
Freedom caster.
Eagle theme thing screams Lee Greenwood. It's got red. It's going to have red, white, and blue binding, or as Ben has termed it, freedom binding. And,
Freedom binding for the Freedom caster.
Yeah, and oh my
Yours
god!
is back in such a way it smells like apple pie, folks.
Oh, here's the funny thing. I'm getting so I'm out there in the garage getting ready to work on it, and I'm cutting the fabric to a more manageable size so I can put it on the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm prepping everything to shoot the video, and John Devon songs start going through my head. The sunshine on my shoulders.
Sunshine on my shoulder makes me happy.
Rocky Mountain High, it's like I think at one point I actually started singing. Thank God I wasn't shooting at the time.
That's right. It's the Freedom caster with the Freedom binding, Ed. Neck smells like apple pie. Out of nowhere, Lee Green with signature is just going to appear on the neck plate. I don't know how that happens. Just does.
I fully expect a call from Lee.
Right? With either a cease and desist or make one for me.
The only thing Charles will have to pay attention to is to not make the Russian flag out of the binding.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Same colors.
Yeah, we're having that debate on it.
You see it? It's France. Just turn it sideways. It's France. All right?
Well, and that's perspective on it, too, is, I always thought we were going to do the binding, the red on the outside, the white in the middle, and then the blue on the inside. Red, white, and blue. Right? But Ed is like, well, I'm thinking let's go red on the inside, white on the outside, white in the middle, and blue on the outside.
Okay. Yeah, because it would break it up a little more. Because the blue might blend in with the fabric more being right next to it.
And the really cool thing, and I wish I had left some of it in here. So the red and the white are just solid colors, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the blue is a lighter blue perloid. So it's got the blue kind of mixed with the white, so you get that you'll get that kind of feeling of those could be stars in there.
Nice. There's Zach Thong, legend.
Hey, Zach Thong.
Hey there.
And Dennis
He's
Ellis.
like, great. I just greet everybody, and then Trev shows up. So now I got to type again. Well, the local contingents here, considering 2 people in the chat are within a 20-minute drive of me. Just saying. Quiddy West represent. Just saying.
Are you working on any guitar at the moment, Martin?
No, I'm glad that I'm currently not working on any guitar.
Really?
What's the status of the hollow body?
The hollow body is finished.
Giving up status. No, wait, what?
The hollow body, that's not what I'm working on. That's you mean the ES175 style kit.
The full hollow.
That's the one my son is working on, but not me. I'm not working on it.
But what's the
I
status?
agree, Lydian.
He had a lot of tests recently at school, so he didn't have the motivation, time, and nerves for it, and he's doing just the right thing and step away from it when he's
not rush it. Is
not
the
ready.
neck glued in already?
Neck is glued in, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that taking that time and stepping back is huge. If he's already got that in him, and
Easy to procrastinator. Just Charles says that because he's got a few projects on the go that are on long term. One's within feet reach at the moment. Just saying.
Yeah, well,
one of these days, my wife is going to watch one of these.
She's not going to watch.
I know that Charles is trying to get more and more projects, so he will never have to do that gray strat that he got, right?
I'm afraid to open it up. I don't want to know because there's a whole lot more going on there.
I know exactly what you're going to find in there. Tag, you're at.
My thought on that one
Rip it all out, throw it away. Whatever's in there, just rip it out, throw it away. Because
that is exactly what I'm doing. I am thinking that is going to become some kind of piece of wall art. It'll get fabric topped. It'll go up, be a clock or something.
I like that idea. Yeah. And you can just use like the
some LED lights and
just throw. Or keep the pots, but they're just dummy. Like they don't have to be connected to anything because they're just to hold a knob there for aesthetics.
Yeah, I am thinking like kind of doing that LED lights, all those kind of things.
Thanks, Mark. It's my Christmas lights. Ooh,
whoops!
Oh, easy.
That's for me.
I
am so jealous right now. I'd be like, I'm just going to dip out for 5 to 7 minutes, and then I will destroy that tin.
Christmas unboxing.
All right, easy there.
Yeah.
Just saying, for a guy who claims to have lived in Houston, the Bay Area, Boston, it's a lot of FBI field offices in those same cities. Coincidence?
I am just because he said that, I will give everyone an update. We are getting ready to start working back on the warlock shaped object and finish that one up, and then so we are trying to get the Explorer on the books.
I love the we. Like it's him. But when he talks business, it's always we. Well, it's him.
Well, you can cover the other personalities.
You got to think about this. In this process, there are 3 of us involved: me, myself, and I.
Well, no, I thought it was a team effort because you're like me, and it took 6 cold snacks to help me finish the. There you go,
Charles. You need different personalities.
How long did? Yeah. What was
Charles? Your different personalities are the doctor, the apprentice, and the professor.
Yeah.
Zach's just waking up. What? Jeez, Zach. Wow. I thought I was a slacker. Were you up all night playing video games?
Why not?
It's plausible.
My favorite part of that whole warlock thing, though, was when I'm doing a video about putting the fabric on the back.
You put it any way you want. That was the best. God, just bragging on the situation. The great thing of the fabric is universal. You can put it any. Then the rage.
That is my best moment in YouTube right there.
Oh, all the ego into all the rage. Because I'm like, ooh, listen, Charles, he's got his chest puffed out in this piece. Like, I'm talking like an expert and this and that. And pre-lab coat, mind you, folks.
Yeah.
Pre-lab coat. Mm-hmm. Stethoscope. I do not know. The Nutty Professor. Wow.
There's some truth to that.
Wow. Charles will start wearing the glasses. Well, folks.
A whole different voice.
Yep. How's Ben doing? Ben's doing all right. Got up, had a cup of tea in the shower, watched me a vintage IndyCar race. Classic, not vintage. Sorry. It's vintage be 50 years. Getting close to 6,000 subs, Charles. 28 away.
Nice.
We may be doing a 6,000 sub hang to finish out the year, Trav. Just saying.
Very nice. Very nice.
That should be manageable. We're doing great. Thanks for asking, ladies. Busy, but we almost made it to the Christmas holidays.
Yeah.
Martin and I.
I made it more so than Lucas because I only have 3.5 hours I need to cover, or am allowed to cover tomorrow.
Allowed to cover.
Yeah.
Wow.
You're not allowed to do overtime.
I'm pretty much on
I'm
hiatus
allowed to
this
do
year.
overtime, but just in a limited amount. So
Okay.
I'm
I got to
not
make
allowed.
a few thumbnails and do some live streams. That's about it. Everything's shot for the year, including the 2024 outtakes and blooper reel, which is half an hour in length.
Oh, wow.
On multiple occasions, just saying.
That's rookie numbers. I can get that from one video.
The last one you filmed?
Probably. I haven't cut that one yet. Probably
What the
tomorrow.
who? Trev's about to be going mobile. Do 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 do. And as you can tell, I've been getting into the festivities with my my plate of mistletoe. Just saying, yeah, Festivus for the rest of us, Charles. You know. I too. Well, other than having this, and then we got the water buffalo meeting later, so I'm kind of pacing myself. Hence, no medibles yet. I'll come later. So, looking forward to that. Always fun. Thank you, Charles, for hosting those events. Those guys up there next to you, they won't be making it. It starts at 1 a.m. for you guys.
We will. Martin is trying to join.
I'm trying to join.
Oh, okay.
Excellent.
I'll try my best. But
This
I
is
won't stay for long.
this will be a nice one for me because it's been a while since I've been able to really go to one. You know, that's midweek.
Yeah, you've missed the last couple.
Yeah.
Lots happened.
I
You tend to go much darker without your ray of sunshine there. Well, then again, it was Rob showed up, so that automatically things. Hence the nickname Dark Rob.
Also, we look forward to seeing you there, Martin.
Well, Trev hit one of those important buttons.
Should I share the link in the chat?
Oh, I thought you. I guess you need to get on chat with Charles. Charles,
Oh,
the character himself, Keith H. Just saying.
yeah. We've been thinking about that.
I've had a couple hangs with him. Like on a Monday, everybody will leave, and then it's just the two of us, and he's
Guys,
a character.
He's a character. I think that one would go a lot like the Chatting with Charles we did with Ryan Hall, where you get such a great show out of it.
Yeah, link in the chat. Incoming Brother Ed in 5, 4, 3.
Sure.
Well, that fella's got a doctor's appointment in not too long, so maybe not.
Maybe you'll tune in for. We're like, easy, move the camera. We did not see. You didn't mention you're going to see your proctologist, and we do not need that camera anymore.
Turn that camera off.
Why is it on my
camera? Trev's back.
I had to pop out to get my headphones to connect.
See, right, Zach? Good. Because Zach's just egging him to yawn, Charles. Come on. Like when you drop it up near the end of one of your shows, I'm not going to mention who, but we're like, oh, okay. You're like, yeah, I did that because I knew.
Puppy badass.
Oh my!
There he is.
Was that 5
I've been
seconds?
out here for about maybe 5 minutes or so, but
I'm just gonna say y'all did this to yourselves.
Ed's here.
Who introduced Ed to the guitar community, Charles?
Well,
Oh, it was Ed.
the funny part is because my younger brother's ex-wife had given him this acoustic guitar, and it was a Burl's wood, and it was just a mess. Right?
It was a mess.
And I was like, no, you can't learn on this. And so I went and got my Yamaha and restrung it. And I had it sent him the guitar, and then I restrung it when I was up there last time. And so he starts, kind of plucking around playing with that. And when he came down here, he helped me clean out the garage, which became the garage studio. And he's looking at all the fabric tops, and he's like, "Oh, I want one." I was like, "Okay, we can do that." And that apparently created somewhat of a monster.
Yeah.
His wife is no longer talking to me.
Yeah, right. My wife talks to you.
Hey, your wife doesn't talk to me, Charles, so.
Yeah.
All right, Ryan's good. Good.
Yeah, Ryan Hall is all right. Good.
Yeah.
He's our music in law.
Yeah.
So
Ed, this is Martin and Lucas up there in the corner together, and
hey guys,
they're my buddies
Yeah,
from
the other way around as it's written underneath.
yeah. Well, Chuck
We're on European TV. No, we're not.
He said he was going to come visit you guys sometime in the future down there in Australia. He's talked about
Austria.
how
Austria. It's over by Germany. Yeah.
Austria.
No
how
kangaroos
he
in Austria.
used to vacation there when they were in Germany.
Mhm.
But maybe you guys should come and visit him in his house.
We can all go to the races,
Texas.
Charles.
They are welcome anytime. Just as Martin and Lucas have been very generous with extending that as well. So
The glass man in the chat.
If you tell me this, Charles, I will take you up on that offer.
You got a new nickname,
you are
Martin.
welcome here anytime.
Satan Martin.
Chuck,
Yeah, he welcomes you guys anytime. Doesn't welcome me anytime because he knows if I'm welcome anytime, Charles might not be welcome there after I leave. So
Hey, William,
he's like, "Come in to Canada with you, man." I'm like, "Yep." Kind of figured out how that would end up.
you wouldn't be turned away.
No.
I might be
Hey,
going back
William,
with you, but you wouldn't be
William.
turned away.
Thanks for joining.
William, if
Bring
you want to
bread.
join on camera,
That's all Charles
I've
asked. Bring bread.
posted the link, and Martin sent you an email a few days ago. So if you want to hop in, you're welcome to join us.
As long as we have slots, I'm not sure how many.
I like the
Slot
countdown, Ben. You count
Let's
down
find
when I
out.
was going to get in.
Hey, I know. Because if you're anything like your brother, gets sent a link, a fellow's got to click on the link.
Yeah, well, they sent it the same way that OU120 that night sent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Trev doing that.
That was Trev, yep. And I had a good time that night.
Sure. They're a crazy bunch. Yeah, Trev running the show too, so that happens.
Well, it first started off with poor Randy by himself for a while. No, that was the night last time before that.
They all run together now.
That night it was John Boucher started off with the coming with his guitar playing. Right, Trev?
Nice. Oh, this stuff kind of grabs you by the boo-boo. Oh, no, I'm out of tea. Sweet. Oh, fellas got a spare soda pop. What you do, Charles, is you take one cozy and you put it over the other cozy. It's like a handheld cooler for a cold snack. Bam!
I see.
Yeah.
Thanks, prepared.
You guys go into the water
I'm
buffalo
always
meeting, you'll be
prepared.
good. Because the one thing is, for my first time, we had a real good time that time with Ben and them.
I've been a couple of times on Saturdays, but lately I didn't find the time on Saturdays. There was always some way or form that I had to attend a family meeting or something like
That's
this.
okay. Charles doesn't show up and he hosts it.
Yeah, well, Saturdays are tough. It is that is family day here, and
Busy
I
day.
don't get a buy. The only time I get to go to the Saturday ones is if I get temporarily deserted for an hour.
Yes, because I love Nellie, Ed, because she'll be like, okay, Charles, you can hang out with your friends for a few minutes. It's like a play date or something, and then I'll come get you, and we'll go do something. And next thing you know, it's been like 2.5 hours, and she's off playing on her phone, talking with her sister or something on the phone, whatever. All we know is we get Charles for like 2.5 hours. He's like, don't jinx it.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's like he was supposed to be working on the guitars on a Sunday, and she came in and bothered him, and he had to go with her on Sunday.
Yeah,
that was his day.
Thought we had rules.
Charles might be shooting a video with his brother like 15 minutes before being on a show with me.
Oh yeah.
Let's not talk about that.
Hey, we made it there on time.
Yeah, that's right, Ed, because you were keeping an eye on the clock because during the thing, because Charles always said, what time we have, Ed? You're like 1:45. I'm like, son of a bitch. That's why he was late.
At least I made it on time, Ben.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he slid in like during the intro music. Also, boop, pops up in the green room. Well, okay, I see how it is.
Okay.
Actually, no, you did pop in just about 5 minutes before, and I think your hair was a little grayer. As a result, you're like, that fabric just doesn't want to behave. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
And I loved it too, because I'm just watching. You're just like, whatever you want to do, Chuck. Whatever you decide. And Charles like, no, I'm looking for an opinion here. You're, nope, it's all good with you. Just totally putting it off on Charles. And you can just see the frustration coming out of Charles. And I'm just,
I trust, number one, Ben. I trust him, and he's the one there working on it, and he sees it in person right up close front.
Yep. And more often than not, he will not install it upside down.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, why is the eagle upside down? Doing a victory roll.
Unless you want him to, like with
There,
Charles.
there it is.
The face palm.
Okay. Well,
The face palm, yeah.
now here's a confession part.
What's up, Pep?
So I did the top, right, and I'm prepping the work for the to do the back, and so I flipped the guitar body over, and I am this close to putting glue on it and putting the fabric on, and I've already got it laid out over the top, and I realized I didn't flip the guitar around, so it is upside down. so the eagles on the back almost were put on upside down,
Which would turn into a Monty Python skit, because if it's upside down and look dead, you're like, it's not dead. Look at it, it's laying on its back. It's a dead eagle on here. No, it's dead. It's just resting.
That's interesting.
Just to let you know, I'm gonna let you guys go in 5 because I gotta go to my chiropractor. So
All right. Well, happy adjustment.
yeah, I tried telling Charles he needs that once in a while.
Well, we just have to give Charles a big bear hug. Really, that's what he just needs more hugs.
Oh,
Yeah.
you talking about a Canadian bear hug, Ben?
Yeah, Canadian bear hugs. It's the same
Yeah.
thing, only metric.
Well, that means you got to go down and give him one.
Yeah. That's next to the face palm. I've given up. Yeah.
The face palm counter.
Charles is like, it's not fair. They're both beating up on me.
Oh, Martin and Lucas, how are you guys doing?
Change the subject there.
Hey, there's Rob in the chat.
Hey, Rob.
Hey there.
You just got to go dark. That's all. And then Rob shows up. There's Keith.
Keith H, as long as you're here.
Hey, thanks.
And gentlemen, pardon me doing this, but
This Sunday?
you have been requested to be a guest on Chatting with Charles. The public wants to hear you, so let a fellow know.
Yeah. Are you free this Sunday?
Are you free this Sunday?
9 a.m. for you, right? So, that's going to be some stories. Man, that guy's got some of the best stories.
Oh, you know Keith has got stories and then some. We've heard partial stories.
Well, it's like Trev referenced the movie Point Break the other night. I'm like, Keith's like, oh yeah, I remember that movie. I'm like, Remember, you lived it, didn't you? And he just kind of smiled.
Okay.
Well,
What? Yeah, Charles wants you to come on chat with Charles as a guest, Keith.
You have been requested by the public.
Yeah.
You are the
We
chosen
want Keith. We want Keith.
So if you're available this Sunday, we'd love to have you. Or any other Sunday.
It's Wednesday, and Charles hasn't booked a guest yet.
Yeah, Charles didn't even figure it out Friday yet.
Is that Seth's problem usually?
A lot of time.
Yikes. Yeah, read that for Trev's benefit since he's driving. That's Keith's response. It's yikes. It's like, who are these people?
so Ben, that was your last show for the rest of the year. Live show?
No, this Sunday, it's going to be Trev and me doing an edible adventure where we're going to see how many milligrams edibles we can eat while, I don't know, staying sane. My last record was 300 milligrams, and Charles had 9, 1, and it was just about to hit the second one. I'm like, easy there, buddy. And then after that, by the looks of the number, we may be doing a celebration of 6,000 subscribers if we hit them. Also, if not, then Trevor and me are just going to figure something out for a New Year's weekend thing.
Well,
And then I got some big things happening in January that I can't talk about yet.
let me know if you ever want me on the show. That's
For
all.
sure.
But when it comes to after sometime in February, middle of February, I'm going to be going back to work.
Good to know.
That'd be harder for me.
Work nights.
Well, Sunday I might be able to do it because the one thing is I won't be have to going into 12 or something like that at night.
All right.
That way, if you ever want me seven for Charles or something like that, if he can't make the record albums.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, talk about burying it. We had Ken as our special guest on Monday. It was his flipping birthday. Doesn't say a word.
Really?
Yes.
Well, Ken, happy birthday last Sunday.
Monday. Yeah. He's
Monday,
on
yeah.
with us on there. Doesn't say a word.
That's
I
hilarious.
opened up a face space the next day and they said, "Oh, thanks for the birthday win." Everyone's like, "Happy belated birthday." What? I pulled a huge.
Well, it was nice meeting you guys, Lukas
Joining
and
us there.
Seth. It's nice being on. I'll catch you guys later. I'll catch you guys tonight at the meeting,
Yes.
Ben. And maybe it'll go another 5 hours like it did the last time. You never know. Well, you were only on for 3.
Hey,
Then
it's
we
supposed to be a
went-
1 hour meeting. That's
It's
the
1 hour meeting.
Hour.
Anyone ever paid
Went on
attention?
for another 2 hours, huh, Trev?
Yeah.
Because me and Trev and Ryan were the last ones to log off. That was cool.
Well, Keith, Ryan, and I also have a good record sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you and Keith had been on for
Yeah, for hours and hours.
But I got to go because we got to get there in about 10 minutes. So,
all right.
Okay,
catch
Good
you
one.
guys later. Yep.
See ya.
Thanks for having me.
Bye.
I know, Martin. There was one where I couldn't necessarily be there, where I had to go, and Trev wasn't there to take it over, so I just let it go. And I said, "Don't worry, it'll close itself out after 45 minutes of inactivity." And I got up in like the middle of the night and went to go check on it. You know, I got up, I was going to the bathroom, I was like, "Oh, I better turn that off," right? And I go in, I turn on the monitor, and I'm watching the three of you guys talk, and I'm like,
Like, keep in mind, middle of the night.
Yeah.
And it was a Saturday, so
So you pulled an all-nighter, Martin.
essentially, yeah.
yeah.
Holy cow.
I think it was 3 or 4 in the morning.
Yeah, it was, and I was like, I was gonna jump in, but then I was like, I'll wake up everybody here. I was like, yeah, no, just
Just Walk away.
Well, I didn't want anyone to feel obligated to stay after, because who knows? Maybe they were just getting ready to get off or whatever. But I was like,
Like the person that always tunes in right as you're signing off the live stream. They're like, "Hey!" You're like, "Sorry, what? Catch the replay."
So, what do you guys have planned for your channel for this year?
Hey, Chris.
Bye, Chris.
Bye, Chris.
Death Sergeants called him.
That's how she's going.
Being dispatched.
Plans. We don't really have a lot of plans. We just want to pick up with the body reviews. We will want to film a bunch of those. Martin will send in the kits he built to Toman for a refret. He will get stainless steel threads, like for the PRS kit,
And with the plaque chop.
With the plaque chop, and once they are shipped out, probably in January, February.
Yeah, I will have to let the neck of the 335 get set a little bit, because now I'm under tension with the strings, so it's moving still a little bit. I have to adjust the truss rod every once in a while, just a tiny little bit, until this is set a little bit better. I will not send it to get the plaque chop, because then I would have to adjust the truss rod. Just I don't know how they will set it up properly with the plaque machine, and then would have to set it up right again. So that makes no sense. I'm still waiting for that.
Do you have that issue with the SG as well, or is that just a semi-hollow?
No, I had the same issue with the SG. I had the same thing also with the PRS kit guitar. That for 1 or 2 months with the strings on, I had to adjust the truss rod a couple of times, and then it stayed the way it was set up. It's just the same with the SG. The SG is just, I've finished that one a little bit earlier, so
that's stable.
That's stable. So I could send that one, but I want to send them together with the mono double case. So.
And guys, what do you think? Martin asked me to do a review of those guitars that he built himself, and I was not so sure if I want to do a review, because I don't want to hurt his feelings. But he
Only
says,
if you're brutally honest. Only if you're brutally honest. No.
And that's what he.
No, yeah, but you and Martin left out the best part of next year coming up. Like I do the Gorilla Guitar demos. He's going to do Gorilla Guitar rewires. He's just going to walk in the store and start rewiring a guitar.
Whether they like it or not.
Guitar rewire. Yeah, that sounds fun.
That's the cordless soldering iron.
Yeah.
But we will definitely shoot some videos about the kit guitars. We have a bunch of videos, Martin building the guitars and updates and short clips. But we will shoot some long form videos, and Martin will also check out some of the guitars I have in my collection. The Acoustasonic. That's the Fender.
Mm-hmm.
Ben's favorite, right?
Not.
Be nice. It's a festive season.
If there's a dislike on the video, Ben, I know it's been you. 3 likes, 1 down. Dislike. And the PRS CE24, I got that early last year, so I had it for almost 2 years now. Martin hasn't done a review.
I did an SCCE that's coming out this week, next week, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I did the one last week.
Yeah,
that's me pointing over my shoulder, because which was that charcoal cherry burst.
Yeah,
it was SC24.
Yeah, SC24.
Yeah, sounded great. Coil tapped. Love those pickups in single coil mode. They sounded great. Weren't good in humbucker mode at all. I was not impressed, but I was shocked at how good they sounded in single coil mode. I'm like, I think you're missing your mark here, Paul. That's right. That Fender is non-acoustic.
Kind of, but yeah, not really.
I didn't get one, BC, and then again, Fender doesn't like me, so
I just was going to say we didn't get it for free. I had to pay, but I bought it used for pretty much half of retail. So
Oh, look who decided to show up. The Cleveland Cowboy himself.
Sir William of Bologna.
Hi there.
Thanks for joining.
Great to see you, my
we
friend.
missed Rody. Hi there, Rody.
Hey, Rody.
Rhody's in here.
This is getting to be
Hobo
a
Rody was
good
also in
audience.
there. I enjoyed it.
Hobo Rody. No, we didn't say hi. You're right. Hi, Hobo Rody.
The Hobo Rody.
The
Hobo Rody.
Mm-hmm.
now that's with some stories.
Whew.
But do we have any other plans in terms of videos
Not
other than the reviews?
Are you going to any events next year? Sorry,
Probably Guitar Summit again.
Guitar Summit.
Guitar
Yeah.
Summit.
We
Makes
already
sense.
bought the ticket.
Yeah. How far is Guitar Summit from you guys?
4 hours.
Oh,
Drive.
that's not bad.
It's
No. Mannheim, Germany. So it's a 300, 400 kilometers.
Yeah,
Something like that.
That's not too shabby. Especially
No, it's okay.
I like Mannheim.
oh, easy there. Maybe you should go next year, Charles, for your European
You should
vacation.
definitely come, Charles.
Yeah, Charles. You should come visit us.
You can fly to
Charles is
Frankfurt.
going to be bending. He'll just have the display of fabric wraps. It's gonna have. And I just say it, it's gonna look. I don't know what font it is, Charles, but it almost looks like a hair salon in the '80s. But it'll be Fabric by Charles, like a neon kind of script.
You should have your own booth there.
Yeah, I have.
It's like,
I've-
hello, I am Charles, and it's also
Charles.
I got the
very
for
Martin
the
Short,
booth and
Father of the Bride,
for some
Charles,
reason.
you know, just
Huh?
over the top, right?
after Guitar Summit. For some reason, I got the mail with the prices for the booth, and if you book really early, they are not expensive at all. If I remember, you need at least 4 square meters, which is not much.
That's not much.
A table and a chair in front of it.
Yeah, right.
4
That-
square
that-
meters is really what, 2 meters by 2 meters,
Yes, exactly.
It's like two
right?
chairs.
Which is about 6 feet by 6 feet, which is not a whole lot. It's basically it's Martin squared. We just lay Martin down.
Yeah, right.
Martin by Martin.
I heard that's how they measure it. They get Martin Short.
It is. That's how he gets in for free, Charles.
Martin for scale, not banana for scale, Martin for scale. You take a square Martin.
Yeah.
You put a bunch
So,
of guitars on it.
If I remember correctly, it was 4 square meters, so really low, and the square meter was, I think, 200 euros
For the weekend.
for the weekend.
What? It's nothing.
So if you
So-
sell a guitar, it pays for itself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But in that booth, you're only going to have 2 or well, it depends. If you have a table, 2 or
And
3
if you
guitars
have
on a
maybe-
table,
And a stand.
you know, an amp and a chair.
I think there were like booths of this size because there was a guy selling picks, custom made picks, and he was pretty much.
Well, yeah,
showing
pick
off
guys
his-
don't need much room.
No, exactly. And the
Capo
Shabbat
guys don't need much room. String guys don't need.
also very small.
And
They had like
the one that
Was
I
it
made a
Shabbat?
short of.
okay, yeah, but there were a bunch of small booths. The biggest one was pretty much. I think on
Ibanez.
par, Ibanez and Yamaha were
I
huge.
probably want a double booth at least.
Mhm.
That's what I'm thinking.
The BHI
That was on the
Italians-
ground floor, right?
that was on the
With the
ground
crazy
floor. Yeah,
props.
that was also just 2 meters, something like
Yeah.
this. 2 meters by 2 meters.
Mhm.
It's 4 square meters. So there were a lot of those small booths,
Exactly, BC.
custom stuff.
Oh, and Laz is already in Peru. I've seen photos.
Yeah.
Yep.
Obviously, what BC said later about apparently the Austrian theme amusement parks. Well, that's a given, you know. But yeah, you must be this tall compared to Martin to enter certain rides.
Compared to Martin. One standard Martin.
And it's not even it's not even his full height. It's actually you have to come randomly up to his chest or some random mark. It's actually you're doing this, and you just have to come up to the
No.
hand.
He should not be doing this in Austria.
In
No.
Austria and Germany, that's not a good thing.
No.
There it is, Charles.
Is that number 3 or 4?
Yep. Worth the day off work, wasn't it, Charles?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
No, we don't.
BC, now we're dark.
I mean, I always think with the kindergarten kids, they teach them to raise the hand when crossing the
Yeah, but
street.
like this to make them taller.
Yeah,
They should do it like this.
yeah, but most of the time it's not like.
kind of pointing the way a little bit.
My daughter does it the right way.
You mean sort of like if a plane is like, say, got a smoking engine and there's a group of 6 of you and you're all pointing it out, so no one should photograph that? Look at this reaction shot. That's not the reaction we're looking for.
Arm, Ben.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh my.
Yeah, we went there. There we go.
You should do it like this. A plane.
Yeah. Yeah. The double point. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Flag. Another John Cleese reference. I mentioned it once, but I think I got away with it, Charles.
Kindergarten. I have to pay attention. Maybe I see some kindergarten kids tomorrow walking across the street when I bring Elena to kindergarten.
Yeah. You have to look at it.
Oh no.
I'm curious what the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up, folks, if you're enjoying this entertainment holiday special. Oof.
Yeah, all the shenanigans.
Not for the faint of heart.
Yeah, but this year we will have 2 more videos. My video about my top 5 gear picks will be released this Saturday. And then I think a week later, Martin will release his video about his top guitar highlights. Because he did 5 things.
And then Martin, Charles. See how that works?
Mm-hmm.
L&M.
Apparently.
Oh, it was just this order because I filmed first. And Martin is still editing.
Which was funny considering we're on originally what was Martin's channel name.
No, we are not.
It's a new channel.
It's a new channel.
He still has his user.
Oh.
I still have.
You still have your OG screen name? Oh, okay.
Not really.
What was your OG?
I thought you changed it into L&M Guitar Corner.
That was my real name, but that one still exists, but I've renamed it to Martin and in brackets
L&M Guitar
Guitar Corner.
We started out as Lukas and Martin's Guitar Corner, which is way too long. And then we shortened it to L&M.
Yeah, because that's a real, original name. Wow. I get it. Sort of like Canucks with guitars. Chatting with Charles there ain't saying shit. His screen name, his channel show name's rather on point too. So what's it about? Well, I have people on and they chat with me. Really? Windicast.
Yep, Captain Obvious.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm waiting
for the After Dark version, chilling with Charles.
I'm waiting for the special edition, for the special episode, Chuckling with Chuck.
Chuckling with Chuck.
Those are the shorts. Chat with Chuck's those shorts. There you go, Charles.
Well, that was like that little video I made for the Mick Mars interview.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
That was classic.
I need to send you guys a link. We had a
video. Yeah, have you seen it? What have you seen it? Yes.
So Martin and Lucas, we were all watching Tone Talk, and they're interviewing Mick Mars, and so we just canceled Guitar Safari to go over there and everybody watched.
My idea.
Yeah, which was a really good idea because nobody would
have. Sorry, dude.
So we canceled it. And so the interview was going on, and I can't help it anymore. And so I asked the question. So how did Mick start his guitar journey? And they asked it.
Which was awesome, too, because then he's like, nobody's really asked me that before. And he gave this nice, detailed 3-minute answer.
Wow.
And I'm just like, and I could tell the boy, I could see it from here. Just out to here, and then then Charles just snagged on that, and then put a little intro outro on it, including the thumbnail with Mick fucking on the set.
So I will have to share the link with you because it's a private video. I didn't want to upset the guys at Tone Talk or Mick or anybody. You
know what? You could probably. I wonder. You could show it on a live stream.
Probably could get away with it. Yeah.
Probably could. Oh, I was just saying there, Trev. We could kill some time on a Sunday show. We could show one of the previous year's blooper reels and just let it play.
Reaction.
Yeah,
exactly. So Charles pulled a Quentin, kind of
exactly.
Except you didn't just shoot it over your screen where it's moving around and showing things like the time with a bird chirping in the background. Full of
weather.
Yeah, the weather. Usually a fan running. Always seems to be a fan running. Well, it's hot and humid in Louisville, so I get it.
Yeah.
So that was classic. I just remember boop, comes up into my messenger. I'm like, what's this? I'm like, what is this? I giggled so hard, and I was like, but I can't. He's like, but don't tell anybody. I'm like, oh! NDAs. It was glorious. Yeah. That'll be the highlight reel, right? You'll just keep editing them, and you make a small bunch of vignettes. It's going to be about a 12-minute video. It'll be like, Peter Frampton, how did you start your guitar journey?
That's the question. It was your question.
I could talk to him, but Mark had but all you have to do is uncheck the box that says allow remixing, because if you allow remixing, anybody can take a portion of your live stream.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't, because you was talking about that before, because people take clips of like the Jake Lee interviews and stuff like that. It's like, well, you got the box checked. Uncheck the box. And he doesn't uncheck the box, Charles, so it's fair game anyways.
Yeah.
So if not, I can give you Mark's contact info. Because, I'm the mod over there, which, talk about, that gets tricky at times.
Yeah, well, I wanted to be polite about it because, Mick Marsh doesn't really do a lot of interviews, and
No, that's why I said don't do Guitar Safari. Because of like the rock star legend who doesn't do interviews is doing an interview, and you said, well, I want to watch that basically too, because who doesn't like Mick Marsh?
Yeah. Well, Guitar Safari would have just been us watching that. It would Instead of browsing for Gretches, Charles is actually just watching Tone Talk the whole time. Seth is just rambling on for like 8 minutes straight before he realizes that you're not even paying attention, because you're like, oh yeah, sounds great. Meanwhile, he's talking about like a funeral he attended or something. You're like, oh yeah, good time. Great day. You're not even listening. You're right. I'm watching Mick on Tone Talk. Told you we should have canceled. Look, there's nobody in the chat.
Priorities.
Well, if you're going to use somebody else's stuff, it's best to get their permission, and it was just
that's true, because people have gotten in trouble for ripping me off because I don't have that box checked.
Not sure if we have.
I usually try to uncheck all of these things. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I
But
figure my content is my content. It's like these people now that will just take basically a song, they rip out the lyrics to make it a backing track, they'll put new lyrics over it and call it their own song. I'm like, that's not your song.
No.
You're just basically doing karaoke with the wrong words. Oh, Charles almost had the drink come out the nose on that one.
Karaoke with the wrong
Which
words.
apparently War Pigs and Deck the Halls, you can switch the lyrics.
Oh,
I saw that on the face space today. That was disturbing.
Classic.
Yeah. Didn't know it, but now the more you know.
Oh, so
Should we go on with the guitars?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Crazy guitars.
Oh, this is gonna
Ridiculous gear listings, or what was the name of the section usually?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Well, there's been a few people who've done those, right? That's why I went with the album covers, because someone said, "Why don't you do that?" Because I found some, especially since I moderate the used gear page, one of the big Facebook groups, so I see a lot of all the listings basically. We've seen a few.
True. Window would be.
We've seen a few.
Not seeing the window. I don't know why. Maybe it work.
Yeah, a guy had a Kramer like my Focus up for sale for 1,500 Canadian, Charles.
Can you see it?
nice.
1,500.
Yep. We got here. Oh, a Steinberger.
And the price, Martin said, usually the tram is
Quite expensive, as far as I know, isn't it?
more
the
than
trans tram.
That's
Beth,
not a
you might
trans
know?
tram. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a trans tram. You get a zoom on it?
Tram says here.
Really? I'm going full screen. I'm not hosting, Charles. I don't need to see the chat.
US paid.
Oh, it does say trans tram on it.
Tram.
Yeah, how about that?
Huh.
You said something like they're going for 1K.
As far as I know, right?
Yeah, that seems eerily.
What's the fretboard material? It's so super dark.
Composite graphite something or other they call it.
Like bakelite
Looks like
Is it like a rich light, yeah, kind of thing?
or rich light. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. It's manufactured. It's not,
Carbon composite. That's right. That's what he likes to call it. Ned doesn't like it being called carbon fiber. I think.
I mean, it's no
Carbon
no
composite.
weight at all, right? It's just
Yeah, no, it's like plastic.
fret. It looks like the one side of the frets are flat and the other side aren't.
here.
See,
Yeah.
It's probably just the lighting, but
I hope it's. I really hope it's just like. On the other hand, it could explain the price.
true.
Weird.
What's is this for? Is here the
I
jack?
didn't see your output jack.
I think that's the upper check over there.
Yeah, that's the output jack.
That's a big.
That is
display.
like the biggest control
It's
cover I think I've
half the
seen
guitar, pretty much, or 40%.
possibly ever.
Hmm.
Weird.
What's
kind of
this?
Alien technology.
Is it XLR? Huh? I don't get it. That's a weird
the-
angle. What is that?
Oh, that almost looks like a truss rod wheel, but from the end.
That's the spring tension adjustment. That's for the little blue spring that's in there.
Is that here?
Yeah.
Oh, is it that's the spring?
Wait,
works
no.
trim?
No, if that's down there, it ain't. That spring will be behind it. There where the strap nut is. Strap lock. If that's down below, that's some kind of XLR
Alien.
MIDI thing, maybe.
Around here.
Piezo.
The shape is.
That's
it's-
weird. I've never seen that before.
That's a weird. Yeah.
I'm not a fan. I'm
Well,
just
it's
going
like
to say it right now.
It's not only the horns, but if you look at the bottom,
Right?
you see, yeah, that angle, yeah.
It's weird in that. Oh,
It's like someone said, "I'm going to cut this freehand."
it's a little line 60 for my liking, Charles.
I don't like CNC.
Yeah, CNC is for housewives and posers. I don't think
PRS McCarty humbuckers, because why not? Okay.
What?
No idea.
Supposed to have EMGs in it.
Yeah, it's supposed to have EMGs in it.
It's a weird combination to use uncovered McCarty pickups, because my PRS McCarty has the chrome covers on it.
Yeah, and there's zebra
Gibson
too.
speed knobs, but the
Because
originals are
Gibson
included.
speed knobs. Snobs. Not even knobs. Snobs, Charles.
Snobs.
So
Knobs.
this makes me go back and think that the frets are messed up.
Fennel fingerboard. Okay.
Fennel.
14-inch, 24 medium jumbo.
What's
There's
that
some
next?
German left.
Vibrosonic patented graphite U profile with adjustable tension rod integrated with 3-piece hard maple.
Trans-Trem E transposing tremolo system.
Right.
Okay. Man, that's a long description.
Oofda. Of course, it's got a 0 fret. It doesn't have a fucking nut.
Yeah, here.
I passed, fellas, because 1, it's ugly. 2, it's ugly. 3, it's weird. And 4, it's
the wrong pickups guitar.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have active pickups.
It's been messed with too much.
Then
I do not want to open up that cavity and see the fucking Hornet's Nest digital masterpiece. Who wants to test drive this divine instrument? Slightly negotiable. With an exclamation. Slightly negotiable. So what? $23.75?
Exactly. Shipping's not included.
All right. So first of all, I'm already out. I'm already out.
I was really laughing when I found this one because the pictures are so horrible.
Like that pickup route is so bad. Like,
oh yeah, it's beyond crooked.
But it's
and you can tell the guy just wrote the screw. Those are like drywall screws holding it in.
Yeah.
Those
are you kidding me?
Now for the pictures.
That just tells me everything right there.
Oh, it's scalloped. It's kind
of. Oh, yeah. That's fine.
Why did they use this picture? I don't
the
get
kaleidoscope lens.
Now we're back to the same thing, but slightly out of focus.
No,
and again,
a blurry one.
Well, do they zoom out if we click on the photo? Like,
back to the horrible routing here and
more like anemic.
And now,
it has a can opener.
Of course, it's a can
opener. We're at picture 8 already, and we're finally seeing a piece of the body.
And I assume it's a neck through because of the way that I'm seeing it, with some gnarly old naughty crap filled with epoxy.
This is like I'm gonna make something out of what I got left over.
This is gonna weigh about 14 pounds.
Right.
Is there a weight?
Vintage.
It's 40 years old. 40 years old. Custom made? Yeah, it looks handmade for sure, but not by
Whoa! Any philosophy is unnecessary if you've once fingered it. That's something lost in translation, Charles.
That should be on a T-shirt.
This is more of a family show than yours, okay?
Any philosophy is unnecessary if you have once fingered it. Can we get that on a T-shirt? Yeah, I agree, Trav. That line right there. Any philosophy is unnecessary if you have once fingered it.
I haven't read that before because we just translated it a couple of minutes before we started the stream.
Wow! Whoa! Hallowed breath. Hollowed or hallowed? Is that hallowed? Ooh, reverence. Hollowed or hollow?
Okay, let's keep fingering this piece. There we have the whole body.
Drive me to drink.
Right.
It's ugly. I'll give it that. Looks
Well,
like
it's ugly, but some of
it sounds like my ex.
Aye.
Refers to the ancient writings. Yeah.
Oh my.
And here is.
Oh, that's whole a bunch of wood grain, so you can't. It just kind of blends in.
It'll just fall in the background. It's camouflage.
I just realized I'm in full screen still, so.
I
I just realized we're gonna have some good comments like bad album covers, so I.
You know that's gotta be some kind of language where it says there can be only one.
Right.
Oh wait, yeah. Wait, what kind of rune?
I don't know.
Hieroglyph, alien.
It looks like it was like some kind of beetle or termite.
It looks like a very weird Warwick bass that somebody got weird with.
So says, looks
there
like
you go, BC. What do you think? You're the bass player in the crowd.
Yeah.
Was the guy drinking when he built this? Love it.
It's the only bass today, I think. But I was checking for basses.
Much like a music store. Your token bass.
Oh. Divine.
Arab carvings.
UFO.
What is this? 3,900 UFO handcrafted alien.
Oh my God.
I'm not sure what's going on here.
I don't think I want to know. That's for probing, I guess.
Easy now.
Well, it's a UFO. They called it a UFO, Charles. So UFOs, what do they do on UFOs? Probe stuff.
Generally speaking.
Or 5, I don't get it.
Yeah, with or without go handle, apparently, Charles.
Well,
So we know which one Derek would take.
You see it with the other one, and someone thought this shape was a good idea.
Yeah. The go handle just got to make it better. Where? Wow. Now that's cool.
Well, okay.
But I don't think a wooden neck plate serves the structural needs unless you've got a metal plate under there, like laminated. Jeez, it kind of blends right into the couch. It's kind of hard to see.
It almost disappeared.
It's like all the access.
But it looks like the craftsmanship is really good on this one.
What was it made out of? An old church pew or something? Like
a church bench.
Yeah.
Not my cup of tea, but you're right. The work does seem to be well done.
Oh, it's made of that. There we go. Here's a before photo, Charles.
In case you're wondering, it's this.
Log.
Is it purple heart or isn't it?
Wow. Just take a little off the neck if you don't mind.
But yeah, it's interesting.
Purple heart. Okay.
It's like a.
That makes sense. That's going to be heavy if it's all made out of purple heart.
$4,000.
So if it's purple heart, is the shape they're going for like a heart kind of shape?
I don't know, but it probably says some weird ass stuff.
It has
Wenge.
It's
It's Wenge.
but it has fucking pickups.
Well,
Of course it does.
have to.
Selling my father's unique guitar.
Needs more pickups.
UFO. The guitar headless multiscale was made from African Wenge from one piece of wood. Okay, that's special.
BC says, look at all the work it takes to bore me.
But yeah, it's the design.
I'll see if I have it, Keith.
Super crazy.
So neck and body is all one piece carved out of one piece.
I think you can see it here.
Yeah.
So there,
That away.
that one over here is not.
So is that like more of a control panel, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
probably.
Okay, so it's not
That's where the
low
switch is.
Oh, okay, for the switch. Right.
Yep.
All right.
Pretty tasty.
All right, now it starts to make sense.
I mean, the craftsmanship looks really.
Mhm.
I wonder how heavy it is because this looks like a big chunk of wood here, but it's a headless. Yeah, interesting. And it's extremely wide here, isn't it? Like compared to up here, it's crazy wide, and it's only a 6-string, is it? Yeah, 6. Well, yeah.
Multi-scale, yeah.
So the next one, the price,
Oh, I know. I already know what that is.
pretty crazy.
Yeah, as soon as I saw the photo, I didn't even read the Lemmy full stack.
Never seen this one.
Yep.
I think it looks kind of cool, but 10 grand?
It should be 200 watts.
Yeah.
And those are 15s, so it'd be 4x15s, or it's
Bottoms are
only
15s.
4 12s. Oh no, it's 2 12s and 2 15s in the top cab.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think. And how much? What? 10 grand?
10 grand.
Oof, da. Yeah.
Signed by Lenny.
Make though, Trev. Was it
Not many.
if they only made like 100 of them, it might
Only-
be not that unreasonable.
Most likely the only full stack in Austria.
Well, of that specific one, maybe.
Just of that specific amp, yeah, but
Right,
not
like-
in general. That would be crazy. Oh, there's another.
Yeah, it's not the only Marshall stack in Austria. I can say that right now.
That would be very surprising.
Like, I am sure there's a few metalheads in Austria. Like, there isn't a festival circuit in Europe for a reason. It's like, yeah, the bottoms are 15s, right?
This one is extremely expensive, but it's also super special. Are you familiar with this one?
What the fuck?
Wow.
Wow. It's got a big old stick.
It's
Right.
from
The darkness. All
Aston
right.
Hawking from the dark.
Right.
That explains a lot.
Right. That explains an awful lot. It's not voluted.
The tree of life. Freaking,
Super
what is
sparkly.
it, flames?
No, it's flame job. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, silver burst. I'm out.
Super sparkly silver burst.
Yeah. It's
The inlays are that's a lot of work.
That's too much.
Yeah.
I'd get confused on that fretboard. That's
That's PRS level.
There's
not sure if you can tell, Charles. There's a
fretboard.
custom inlay on the fretboard. Not sure if you noticed.
No, can't see it
it's
at all.
subtle. It's subtle.
No wood.
They've inlaid the wood into the inlays.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Heavy marquetry going on there.
First thread is all right. More wood than inlay.
Then
The
it ends.
rest, more inlay than wood.
Yeah, I'm good. And how much do they want for this?
20 grand.
Yeesh. Good luck.
I mean, the condition looks great, and it's
Mhm.
currently custom shop.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, for sure.
It is a custom shop made to measure, blah blah blah. But unless you're like a big Justin Hawkins fan, right?
It suits the suit because of all the glitter.
Yeah. Now, if you wear the suit too. Oh, Charles, I meant which I didn't need. I just pictured you in that suit.
Which kind of sparks the idea of maybe doing a matching suit and fabric top kind of combo for
Whoa,
future consideration.
an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
Add
rather
some
see
extra fabric, get the
suit onto something, right?
Yep.
Oh, it's like a great sparkle, but it's fabric sparkle.
PC Rick says he has a suit like that. No kidding.
Hey, Ed's back.
Disco costume. So yeah,
Ed's
it's a
back with a better back.
Oh my.
2003 Silver Burst, 1968 reissue, lame inlay. Yeah, all the inlay.
I wouldn't say flame. I'd leave off the F.
Lame inlay. Yeah.
He says he'll wear it for the next water festival.
Well, that's tonight, BC.
Tonight.
That's in 3 hours and 41 minutes.
I'm looking forward to that.
You and me.
I'm showing the guitar.
CBS Strat. Okay.
CBS.
All
Two
right.
pictures.
Hmm.
Did you see the price, or do you want to guess how much?
I
it
didn't
wants?
see the price.
Okay, so you can guess.
And this is like an actual real pre-CBS. This is not a reissue. This is not custom shop.
Let's assume it is.
All right. Oh,
We'll have to check the description. I mean, the condition looks pretty damn good.
30.
But it's only two pictures, so no close-up shots.
Seems a little scammy. All right. Like very scammy.
right. Getty Images.
Yeah.
70 grand.
That's a
Oh
scam.
Jesus!
No.
That's a scam.
If
1963.
you look at the fret markers on the 12th fret, they look off.
Well, not to mention the okay, so 63, so that should be clay dot inlays. You can't tell if it's clay or not.
It could be because I've seen quite a few of
Plus, that pickguard looks way too white to be a 63.
Yeah.
Generally, yeah,
Looks
see, it
off
should be more
white.
yellowed like that. And
Yeah,
see
it's-
there, that I don't even think that's the same guitar.
The dots looks similar.
Those
but-
dots are too spread apart.
Are
Yeah.
they? No idea how it was made in the
This
60s.
price. You can get a 50s one for that price, like early 50s.
Clay dot inlays says here. 3 original ply, greenish pick guard, 1 volume, 2 tone, 3-way. Yeah, but the price is just insane. More photos on request with name and address and telephone number. Okay, sure.
No.
And credit card
Yeah,
number.
yeah. First of all, I want to see a photo of the serial number. But the sad part is, Charles, where's the serial number on those guitars?
Here.
On the neck
On the
plate.
neck, isn't it?
Neck
It's on the
joint.
neck plate.
Neck plate.
Which you put that plate on anything. And it also you gave it the lineage.
Right, but didn't they also put them on the back of the heel of the neck?
No. You'll have
Really,
date
the
codes on the
12
neck.
fret markers look right for that
Arrow.
year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 6-year-old guitar.
BC's comment.
He likes the pictures of the cult members on the right side of the.
The German cult members.
That's just for the
Austrian.
This is just some German propaganda. Don't worry about it.
no.
No?
ÖVP, Austrian Train Company, the public one.
Okay. So it's Austrian propaganda.
Yeah.
Okay.
Austrian propaganda.
It's okay.
Yeah, wasn't better in the past.
This one is
Ooh.
1986, Martin's birth year. But
Right.
look at this.
What? Oh, somebody get Scott Brockway on the
Right?
Scott Brockway is actually looking for a 335.
He's looking for something like this.
He wants a 335 with a Floyd Rose. Well, AF75, same thing. Basically.
Oh my!
Oh, look at that
Drafted in
headstock.
Japan.
You could skewer a shrimp with that thing.
Hmm.
Oh, that just looks so weird, Charles.
It is. Yeah.
Doesn't
Oh,
look
it
like
looks so far forward too, like it's in the wrong place.
Yeah, it's
A
like
little bit.
I do,
But
Blackjack.
in the middle of the body. And I thought that's aftermarket for sure, but it says here with Floyd Rose from the factory.
There's no way that's from the factory. No.
I hard to believe.
Wouldn't that be an edge?
No. My old Ibanez had a Floyd Rose.
Mhm.
Big edge. 86. There was. I don't think there was an edge yet. It was just
Right. 'Cause the Floyds were only on the Kramers.
Which, if that's a OG Floyd on it, that's worth some money right there.
Hmm.
Well, that's an OG Floyd.
Well, there's one on reverb as well with the Floyd. It looks like it's
So there we go, Charles. The next time Scotty waving that flag, we'll go, hey, just go buy yourself an Ibanez AF75 with a Floyd Rose. They make them.
They
Maybe
did
like-
make.
No, they don't. I'm like,
Yeah, they did.
back in the 80s. Yeah, it's
there it is.
I would never have. I would not have believed it if I didn't see it.
Yep.
Are those two pickups like one crooked, like a most right? Yeah, it looks like the neck pickup's like crooked, but it could
And
just be
it looks like it's slightly angled. Yeah.
yeah. Something looks askew.
the serial. It looks
It just looks
I'm
weird.
trying to figure out why everything else is
In
black.
on it.
And there, the bridge and the bridge pickup look offset compared to the neck
Mm-hmm.
somehow.
you just call it handmade, then it's okay.
Hey, it's Matt.
Hey, man.
We found a semi-hollow body with a Floyd Rose. By the way, Charles, somebody bought a set of palm benders,
Hmm.
So
steel, which you can also bolt onto a telly and go dual string palm bending right there. Not cheap. Duesenberg multi-bender.
oh my.
Yeah, they're like $300-400. What is this abomination?
All-in-one guitar.
It looks fat and stubby. The neck looks huge compared to how small that body is.
It is. Wait for the back, Ben. Wait for the back.
I
Wait.
Wayland! No, Wayfair?
Wayfair.
Wayfair. Wasn't
I
that
know.
a
Look
Meg?
at this. Look at this.
What the?
The hell?
It's something strapped.
Is that like a big scallop out of it too?
That's like a speaker, a Bluetooth speaker,
Yeah.
something.
There's a
it's
speaker to
Right,
the
around
Matt?
the band so it doesn't fall out.
I don't know.
And some routing.
Okay, Billy says there is an 86 on Reverb Trev with an edge trem.
Look at this.
Huh.
It's a chunk.
Oh, it's a pregnancy thing. Okay.
Okay.
It's I thought it was the other way.
That's
so if you like playing like ovations, I guess.
So if you have problems with necktie, you should just solve it like this.
Is that a wallet?
So this guy likes big butts and he doesn't lie.
Cannot lie.
Even on the guitar.
Baby got back. It looks like Terminate's got to it. A gut bender. Right? I don't understand.
Awesome.
Why?
No, not awesome.
Light all-in-one guitar. A little smaller than the usual models. Light and very playable. It has a Vox Amplug Classic Rock built in, as well as a Bose Mini Soundlink 2.
Oh, so there's speakers built in there. No.
And there's the amp plug.
Oh boy.
And there's the big butt.
That's wrong on so many levels.
But the price is okay.
No, it's not.
Okay.
They should knock the 5 off the front. Just delete on that. €65 sold. 66? Nope, too much money. Charles like I'd offer him 32.
Fellas, I got one more service call to go knock off and then get back for the Buffalo meeting. So I'm going to bounce. Thanks for having me on, guys. Happy Festivus to the rest of us. And we'll see you in like 3.5 hours.
Sounds good.
Thank you,
sir.
Bye, Trev.
Cheers, everybody.
What is that abomination thing?
I don't know. Like a space age.
I don't know. It looks like kind of paint job. Yeah, like fabric by Shawls.
But you need the skulls on here because.
Well, yeah, because the skulls, right? Yeah.
What? Fit the whole aesthetic.
$10 says it's a bolt-on neck, right?
Pick a lane. Just pick a lane.
Yeah, not a Gibson, but Gibson adjacent mustache headstock. Looks like those lips got a little Botox. They're a little puffed out.
I mean, the edge here is not all that.
No,
or was not.
And those pickup rings are from what, 1983, and they've just yellowed because.
And it's a bolt-on.
Thank you, folks. I'm here all week.
Ed asks if you can get the link to come.
Oh, okay. So it's an Epiphone that they've kind of done the conversion on.
Anyone who wants to join, feel free as long as we have slots.
Wow, the case.
By Shawls.
No.
And
it's just so like 80s hair salon.
$220.
Well, at least you know they messed up.
Take $200.
Well, you know what? It's got Seymour Duncan pickups in it, so you can snag them out of it, throw the rest in the garbage, and then you got some Seymour Duncan pickups at least.
Hey guys.
Hey,
he's back
again.
Seymour Duncan pickup. That's probably the highlight.
Wasn't sure if he's still on.
Oh,
that looks pretty. I like the colors.
I don't know. That's
pretty wild. So what's next? A very rare Gibson SG100.
What?
That's like, what's going on with the single coil up here?
That's like, Charles, you go into a music store, there's no SGs, and like, oh yeah, we got SG, we got one in the bag here. Guys, just like, here you go.
But it's only one pickup, right? I'm pretty sure there's not a pickup hiding underneath.
No, that's
one pickup.
That's a covered wraparound bridge.
Which had knobs, 2.
Yeah, and pulled a couple knobs off a Fender amplifier. Sure.
No.
That's a custom. What the? That is such an abomination. Let's see the headstock, folks. That's so weird.
There's no serial.
There's something there. But
Made in Japan. Made in Japan. It said.
Are you sure? I think
it said made in Japan, guys. Hang on. Yeah, this is Japan.
Yeah.
not sure.
USA. Yeah.
In the middle, that's an S and an A there, but
No, I say it says made in Japan.
It does have.
Oh, you might be right. Oh, it's dots. That's why it's got dots. That seems
This looks
weird.
like a J, but I think it's
That's hinky. I don't think that. I don't know if that's real. I don't know what that is. That's not what that is.
And
that's an abomination.
Okay.
It should just go away. We should never have to. Ooh, is that a twist in the neck?
Yeah, it looks twisted.
That's quite. So it's got a twisted neck too, Charles.
We can prove it.
Now I have to have it.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a wall hanger if I've ever seen a wall hanger. That's a conversation piece because you'd be like, "What is that abomination?"
The
I wanted an SP.
Where did my life go wrong?
That's
2,200 euro.
Hey, look, the train workers are back.
Yeah. The train workers.
The fabric doctor could take it apart and figure it out. Put it back
I
together.
love it. The body is solid alder or maple. In other words, I don't know.
No cutaway, natural cellulose, one-piece maple set in construction, no angle, tight bond glue. Okay, that's
very specific.
That's super specific. Which kind of tight bond glue?
Yes,
I didn't know it was volute.
Perfect.
Oh, it's got a volute too.
Silk screened Gibson logo, made in USA or Japan. We're not sure.
It's an Alnico 5 single.
One stage single coil pickup. Alnico 5 magnet.
And still 500K pots on a single coil. That thing's going to be so
no,
right.
No.
Well, it's just
it is in the neck, so
you could get away with it being like a
now I kind of want to hear it.
No, you don't.
Just no.
I'm playing noise rock on it all the way.
No.
Oh, now I see the body. Why it's both alder because it's multi-piece. It could be alder and maple. Who cares if the wood matters? It's a 3 or 4 or 19-piece body.
It's at least
on the front. It has
the body
been
looks huge compared to the neck, so that might not neck dive as bad as we think it will.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm not sure.
5 pieces.
Wow, that's just leftovers. That's just lazy craftsmanship and cheapness.
On the backside, it looks like less.
Because it might be pancaked.
Yeah,
we get an end truck, it might be
in the middle here.
That could be a 10-piece body.
Shit.
So it's an 8-piece.
At least
10-piece.
Or 10 or some more.
We don't know. There could be some. We don't know what's inside in the middle. And elves in there or something. I don't know. 40 to 50 years old. Doesn't even know. What? Oh.
My thought when I saw this one would be horrible for Martin because you cannot adjust the knobs.
Yeah, you can't.
That's like weird carving with a German carve.
Looks
maple neck because
I think that kind of looks cool.
It's like you're making
nice
waffles
wood.
and you're having too much dough.
That's scream
like
70s.
And from furniture wood.
Actually,
but look at the spacing.
Wow, they're not even spaced even.
Look, it's so bad.
You had one job, Charles, right? It's like measure how many times and cut how many times.
Already.
Ring. A ring.
That's the noise.
Ring.
This is why you don't call out the company name over the phone with your food in your mouth.
Oh, those classy tuners.
So it's got those tuners have got to go. Wow,
they look. Oh, sorry.
That's just wrong.
The tuners.
That neck. Those
Are
the
they
cheapest
are they
tuners.
installed the wrong way? It looks,
They're kind of those are kind of like the tuners Fender was using at the time.
but it's not. It's,
Wow.
it's
The
crooked.
serial number is a sticker, kind of.
An old sticker. It's pancaked as well, right?
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that's capped top and bottom. Yeah, that just screams 70s.
Mhm.
They're like 40 or 50 years old. Nope, that's it. That's 50. That was probably made in the early to mid 70s.
Pretty big frets.
Maple neck fretboard just throws me off too. Why?
280. So at least it's
Fair.
every rang double cut. SEG 1000.
Every ring. Yeah, that's
40
just,
to 50 years old. So yeah.
Let me guess, made in Japan. Yeah. So
Yep.
there you go.
It is. Yeah.
But Taisco.
Right.
Yeah, well, I think they got the top of the body curved like that coming down. Looks kind of neat though.
Matsumoto.
That was the thing, yeah. Ed, in the 60s and the 70s, Taisco, that was one of their famous things. Was that German curve? Like as most rights did it.
Yeah, but it looks nice with the wood grain the way it does.
Yeah.
It looks pretty that way.
Wonder how it plays.
That's what I'd like
Looks
to know.
heavy.
So which one was your favorite?
Oh, I have to. Oh.
I'm going to have nightmares. About that shape.
I mean,
Which is the least objectionable? The last one, I guess. If I gotta, I'm only into it for 280, Charles.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm gonna get
I'm
one.
having nightmares about this SG shape thing.
Although, Charles won't let me play on that one, and I ain't paying. I'll pay you 200 for it. I'm not paying 2,200.
at this one,
Oh no,
No way.
that's just wrong.
at this really, when I first saw it, I thought, "Hey, Martin's birth
Oh,
year,
I
and it's
forgot
a
about
hollow
that.
body." Or
You know what? I'd get that out of spite just to play as soon as Scott comes in the chat, Charles. I just reach for it, start playing on it.
Yeah.
Offer the guy 500, buy it, sell it to Scott for 15.
Cover the headstock, cover the end of the headstock so he doesn't know what brand it is. He's like, "What is that?" No,
No,
that's got issues.
that's something you don't even want to get into.
Did they remove the preamp as well as the pickups? Did they take out the 1 meg pots and replace them with 500K pots? Because EMG's wiring is totally different than the stock wiring.
Well, and I kind of like what BC Rich is saying, the Franken bass for the win, because
I get it
honestly,
full screen.
I think the Franken bass that bass, it seems like it could be saved, right? You fix the finish, you do a couple, you clean out the pickup cavity. Yeah.
I have to be honest. I like the UFO guitar for the craftsmanship
And
alone.
we're leaving.
UFO guitar, is that the last one you're talking about?
I
That
get
was
what
one of
you're
the
saying
first
on the
ones
craftsmanship
that
on it,
were-
Martin, but it just but the guitar itself didn't do it for me. But you're right. There's a nice level of workmanship in the wood on that.
Yeah, that's what. If you talk about the last one, yeah.
No,
I like
we're
the
talking
one-
about one that you weren't here to
Oh.
see.
One moment, I'll share it again.
Oh, do you have to?
This one. Yeah, I
Yeah.
have to.
Oh, that one.
This
Yeah,
one
that's-
over here.
I'd rather have the one with the go handle. Just saying. Then you don't need a case, Charles, because it's got a go handle.
No, but if you've ever done any woodworking, you could really see the quality of the work.
That neck curve is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Or the neck heel.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of the shape.
I like how they just showed the log for reference. It's how she started out. How she's going now.
Before and after.
Right? Well, when you see that and that carp over here.
So I bet you it probably plays nice and all, but it's just not my thing, but I can appreciate the craftsmanship.
How do you play it? You got to play it standing up. You're not playing that thing sitting down.
Hey, you're back at the guitars.
Yeah, because Ed didn't know when I was talking about the UFO guitar, which one it was.
Do you have to play UFO cover tunes on it?
Because I missed out on that.
No, I don't think you really did, Ed. To be honest with you, I don't think you missed out. It's weird. I'm just saying.
So that one was my favorite for the craftsmanship in it alone.
Oh, I found some good album covers this morning, Charles. Just saying.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Good. Better than last time.
There were some good ones last time. I was surprised.
Up there. Yeah, these are
there was that
definitely...
lady in the blue dress that was all ready for you, Chuck.
Yes.
Cheers.
Sure.
Cheers.
Nobody's drinking eggnog, thank God. Well, then again, Charles might have some eggnog in the coffee mug there. Nope,
No.
You go straight tequila. What?
We don't, but we were in the store the other night. My wife goes, "Ooh, eggnog!" And I walked the other way.
You don't like eggnog, Chuck?
I do, but it's like I could take or leave it. You know,
Even when I was a kid, I had to mix it half and half with milk to kind of, bring it down on the potency.
well, Ed is an eggnog fiend. He will drink the whole thing.
My dad loved it too. As soon as it was out, like you get it in October, he's like, wow. I'm like, oh man, it's already in the fridge. It's October. He's like, oh, this stuff's great.
Yeah.
Straight from the carton. Oh.
So Matt, I gotta know, did you buy the Gretsch? Because I've heard
You only
about
get it
this.
usually once a certain time during the years, but they've been bringing it out sooner. That I noticed in the stores lately.
I got a dairy right over there. So yeah.
Usually that only came out during Thanksgiving and Christmas, but now they're bringing it out in October.
Oh yeah.
Retailers,
our Thanksgiving's in October too. So
ours is in November.
Sunday in October, I want to say. You'd think I'd know. It's the same time every year, Charles.
Yeah, was it like something like 2 weeks ahead or something?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, we're a month and a half.
They're a month and a half.
Yeah, I think it's like the second Sunday.
Yeah, it's almost a month. Yeah, almost a month. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, did Matt get that Gretsch?
Yeah, I want to know. Did he get it because when he
it's gone. Either way, it's gone because it was priced to move. It had a little damage on the back, little wear. But right?
Yeah. Should have got that other one from Brian.
There were the Pro something or others too. Like yeah, I know. See, look at that, the look of resolve. But no, you had to go and deal with the boy on Monday. See, he didn't even get it, so it's gone.
Okay.
Paints Charles even more.
Well, at least I would have known it was. At least I would have known it was in the family. And
well, we did the deep dive. We've been doing the deep dive on lap steels. So, yeah, Keith was there. I forgot Keith was there. Yeah, it was gone from his cart today. So,
oh my. The thing was, Matt knew he could have flipped it on me in a heartbeat.
He could have. It was well within your budget.
Yeah.
Although I think Keith said no because Keith says you wouldn't spend more than $300 on a guitar.
Well, Gretches are an exception. They get $350.
In American Strats, that Strat. What is that Strat just sitting on like that, Charles?
What Strat?
The Strat behind you. Was that sitting on the floor? What do you guys want?
It's sitting on its case.
Okay.
It just
remember Ben. He paid $700 for that one. It's the highest he's ever gone.
And I patted him on the back I'm like, congrats, you've moved to a new realm of big boy gear.
But you had a cow when I didn't buy it at 880.
Yeah, by the way, I told him to buy it at 880 like a year ago, Ed. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Because I know it's worth 15 all day.
So Charles has a new guitar and he didn't show it off.
Well, don't worry, Ben.
How
I'll listen
could
to you
you?
more than he will.
How could you, Charles?
Okay, fine.
It's not as festive as mine, though.
Is that Olympic white? Or what's the
No,
color?
it's Sonic Blue.
It's Sonic Blue, okay.
You wouldn't know it
Doesn't
looks white.
Yeah. But Sonic Blue is a very light blue.
Yeah, so
Like it's lighter than the pick guard.
yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the light here in the room too, because in person it's a mint green pickguard and a Sonic Blue.
Yeah, whereas here it looks like a cream pick guard on a white Strat.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah, fuck off. That's a Jimi Hendrix, Woodstock. Like, no, it isn't. It's Sonic Blue with green. No, it isn't. But it is.
Yeah, Martin, I finally went with the got an American Strat. So
Nice.
All right.
Congrats.
Should we show off
Congratulations.
the festive guitar now? The really pulls with the theme of the holidays. Oh, there it is.
I like this one.
Your Ibanez, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Super sparkly.
All
And-
sparkles.
That's green, right? Or is it
That's
again?
green.
Yeah, okay.
I would have bought that.
Yeah, you would have.
Made in Indonesia or Japan?
Indonesia.
Indonesia.
But also got it for short money, so well, Charles didn't approve.
I think you could have done a little better.
Well, I told him I broke my promise to him, Ben.
Well, put it this way, Ed. I told Charles what that guitar retailed for.
Yeah.
I told him what I paid for it,
Yeah.
which was a fraction of what it's worth, and he's like, "Yeah, you could have done better."
No, but I
Really?
mean, remember I promised not to buy any guitars?
Well, there is that, yeah.
I broke that promise to him. I let him know last night.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
I got one from Sweetwater coming
Uh-oh.
in January.
Well, at least it's not being bought off the Jungle website and stuff. I'm curious to see what it is. So, yeah, I still got to pay for that one. But
Yeah,
So
well,
what are you paying at?
I'm going to be paying like $51 a month for mine.
Okay.
So,
oh, I see what. Yeah, Matt wants me to get the candy red to go with the sparkle. Well, which candy red do we go with? Another super shredder like the Kramer, or do we grab the Gretsch? This fella has multiple candy red guitars.
Why not? You put
what
that.
were
Yeah,
you asking?
put your Gretsch next to it, and it'll be fine. That's your Christmas show right there. The red Gretsch and green Ibanez.
There we go. The two guitars. Well, no, because I got the Presley this year too. So I got purple. The purple doesn't tie in. Is that like sugar plums? Which don't actually have plums in them. So, I watched a video on how to make sugar plums the other day.
Yeah, I got my sugar plum right here in the kitchen with me.
Charles like, get your sugar plum right here.
Oh my! Oh my!
Well, his sugar plum somewhere else right now, I think, huh, Charles? At work.
That's why he didn't specify, right?
Hi there.
This is the suit.
Yeah.
This is the suit.
This is the suit.
Oh dear Lord!
Oh, geez.
That's
Oh.
great.
We just went dark.
We
That
just
Nice.
And
Hey,
now you-
Erky.
And now you need the silver burst.
Yeah, Arkansas.
So is that the jacket in the pants?
Yeah.
I didn't put the pants on. Look, this is a
Don't
Hindu.
stand up.
It's a
I didn't put the pants on, not pants in general.
Hindu groomsman. Hindu groomsman.
Oh dear Lord.
That's
That's easy with that bottom button.
It's not that kind of show.
Yeah, this is a family show.
And stream. No.
reminds me of one of those certain movies that they had a little Dr. No and a midget with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matt just said Dr. Evil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Austin Powers.
Yeah, it really doesn't take away from the Dark Rob persona now.
No.
Oh, look, it's not full evil. Next thing you know, he bought an island somewhere.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
Oh God.
Dark Rob.
Dark Rob.
I'll have to find my headphones here. I've got a bad echo, but I didn't want to miss this in case you guys ended.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
I don't know what to say about that now. Charles is feeling a little underdressed, you can tell.
Yeah.
Charles in his Charles character comes back, he's got his lab coat on all of a sudden.
Yeah. Well, don't forget, he is a doctor of some sort.
It's just true.
That was funny when I did the video for those guitars Ed sent me.
Sitar.
You know, and like there's something. I thought I was on the wrong channel. I clicked on the video, saw Charles in the lab coat, almost left.
This would work with a sitar. One of those Vinnie Bell sitars.
Yes, yeah.
Well, the funny thing is, it got him speechless in that video, though.
Yes.
You could definitely see it at the end. He couldn't even say, you would go toy, toy, toy.
Yeah, the outtakes at the end were gold.
Yeah, I'm just impressed that you could find in a thrift store. You could find a Hindu groomsman suit. These are not easy to come by. I mean, look.
You got very different thrift stores than we have around here. I'm gonna say that right now. Although we have a lot of newcomers to the area, so possibly I could find a suit like that, Charles. I'm just saying.
You could.
Just a year away. Give it a year. People will settle in. You know.
Yeah,
They settled in.
want to wear one of those suits.
You're not going to get hit. You can
Yeah,
cross the
Billy.
street with this.
Hopefully, see you tonight.
See you. Bye bye.
Sir William of the Bologna, the third.
Well,
Zach says it's time for him to go freshen up. He too is going to go put on an Indian groom suit. For the meeting.
Timeless look.
he's like, I got a better one.
It's a timeless look.
Who's showing up with the gold LeMay Elvis suit, though, right?
Ooh.
If anyway, it's Ryan Hall.
I'm impressed I could still play wearing this.
Yes.
Hey, at least it ain't the guy who's showing up that was in that suit on that bad record thing that trying to look like Elvis.
Oh, jeez. Right. Now that I could also picture Ryan Hall wearing.
Yeah, for sure.
All the stereotypes.
Yeah,
are
well,
coming
the problem is Ryan probably look good in it.
It just smells like cheap liquor and shame. If I had to characterize
Like my wardrobe.
cheap liquor, shame, and lifelong regret. I think that's
my stage wear.
there you
Yeah.
go.
That's all my
Exactly.
stage wear.
It's got a label on the inside. It says life decisions.
This was custom made. That's the sad part. Like there's this. It's like
Pretty much none of my stage wear had sleeves. I wasn't big on sleeves.
I do think the Dr. Evil thing is good. You're right. It
Yeah.
definitely has a Dr. Evil feel
Yeah.
to it.
Thank you, Matt. We appreciate that. Yeah. Although, I'm not going to lie, that fabric on a guitar would be kind of funky.
I was not saying it. Was thinking it, but not saying it.
Oh,
I could definitely sacrifice the pants, not getting rid of the jacket, but I could definitely.
How many guitars can you make with that jacket, though?
You can make probably more with that jacket than you can make with the pants. I don't even think you can make one with the pants.
What you guys aren't thinking about are all the seams in it, right?
It does a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a similarity.
Yeah.
That's a similarity, yeah.
All she has to do is
Opposite-wise.
shave his head. He looks just like him.
Oh, I'll get there. Just give it a few more years.
Yeah. He's still got to make his millions. Get the island.
The giant laser. I need
So
the giant laser.
Now I picture Rob showing up on your Halloween show with a bald cap.
Oh,
Put a pin in that, Rob. If you want to do the Halloween show next year, hit me up.
duly
There
noted.
we go.
Duly noted.
Which I don't know. This year, Charles, like possibly Ken as the disembodied head. It's simple but elegant.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like Ken. Simple but elegant.
Nehru jacket, not Nero. Nero was a Roman emperor.
That's more of a toga. A Nero jacket's more of a toga.
More of a toga.
Right, Charles? You're into the history. Am I right there?
I'm not even going there.
Yeah,
I
don't even want to see.
Did they just put on more togas if it's cold out? Like, how does that work? They just, like you wrap an extra layer on.
You got the toga, and then you got the cloak to go over the toga.
Oh,
Pay attention.
Very odd, specialized area of knowledge you have there, Charles.
He knows his fabrics.
He used to be a history major. No,
About the
he
fabric.
used to be a history
Ancient
major
fabric.
teacher.
There was
so
another.
you would know.
I stopped counting.
It goes nice with the telly. Right. Yeah. This has been a holiday special, all right. Special in that short bus kind of way.
Yes.
Yeah. But that's okay.
Short bus and restraints. We don't want anybody getting lost.
This is true.
Stay close.
You're all wearing helmets, and not one of them played for a team.
Everybody's got a balloon on their wrist. We need to be able to spot you in crowds.
Yeah. Like they can't do it again on television. Speaking of Mike Myers, with his tethered child, right? The tethered kid character on SNL. You can't get away with doing that now on TV.
No.
Ooh.
So what time is it now in Austria? We've got to be
10.
What? 10? Okay.
And yeah.
10.
Years of working at a call center. I know all the time zones. And then I went to YouTube a decade later. I still know all the time zones.
At least you know
Lucas,
what
okay,
time
Charles.
it's
I know you live in the middle pickup position of time zones. Apparently, it's show off. Well, all right, it's a pick.
A wooden pick.
Oh, wow.
All right. That's unique.
It has cork in the middle, right?
Oh,
It's
is that
another
I
type
think
of
it's a
wood.
label.
Oh,
It's not cork. It's another type of wood.
Oh, okay.
In
Cork
like
is the type of wood, technically. So you're both.
Yeah, but it's not cork.
no.
I'm just throwing it out there, Charles. I don't know a lot of things in life, but when I do know something, take advantage of the
He
situation.
doesn't know. He
I'm
doesn't know
just looking at
togas, but he knows
So you could show
woodworking.
some,
That's right.
picks that had cork in it, so it'd soak up the sweat when you're playing.
Well, when I looked at it, I just assumed it was like a paper label that was wearing off.
You just saw his old whiskey label. Who are you kidding?
Yeah, he probably did.
Yeah.
But it's
We know
nice.
he likes his single malts, I believe.
Yeah. Well, he likes Guinness too.
Yeah. We use
Charles
that
is
to keep the
an
dust down
elegant
on
wine
roads around here. That's what that's for.
It's
Usually
rougher,
for
but
what?
it's not cork. Yeah. It's
That's what it's like.
harder.
Trev drinking his nitro-infused cold brew weird beers the other night. Like there's, I don't know, it's like a BB inside or something. Crack it open and he pours it. It's all discombobulating and stuff. And he's like, oh yeah, it's nitro infused. I'm like, I don't. That seems complicated. I'm just saying, it seems complicated.
It'll just freeze something up a little for you, so you get the flavor and taste later.
Yeah, I'm good.
So,
Any
Rob,
new gear, Charles?
I have no new gear, but
All right, just
I'm
checking.
going to take those Tone Rider pickups that Martin sent,
Right.
and they're getting put into the Pen Up and Skulls telly
Oh,
within the next 2 months.
okay.
That's why I was going to ask you, Chuck. Are you going to put anything different for pickups in Maiden, or are you going to turn around leaving with the same pickups?
It depends on what I come across. Because right now I was planning on putting what's in it back in it, but we can do better than that.
Well, that's all what you have in inventory.
Only because you're my brother.
Oh, that's sweet of you.
It is. Plus, I guilt him into it anyways, Ed. Don't worry about it. I got your back. You know that.
Well, I'm trying to get him to, but he likes this thing that for tools from Harbor and Freight. And I'm like, yeah, you should get the tool case because that way you can put all the new tools I sent you.
He does like a Hobo Freight. That's true. Oh, Rob got something new, I think.
Something strange. I just found this the other day. One of Proco Sound's big fails from the COVID era.
The distorted cable.
I'm going to shoot a video on this. Yeah.
Oh, please do. They're the weirdest thing ever.
Yeah, this is just nuts. There's a clipping circuit in the actual cable. It's down here. It's the weirdest damn thing. I was thinking about doing a video on this in the next couple of days. You've got like these little watch batteries, if you can kind of see it.
Yeah.
Those little watch batteries run a clip circuit. They run all the way up through the length of this thing. And I think this is like a 16 or 17 footer that I have.
Right.
Up to the top of the cable. And then the cable has this oddball knob on it.
Yeah.
That was what I was going to ask you.
Yeah, exactly. With two settings, like, halfway overdriven rat and crazy overdriven
or
rat.
all the rat.
Yeah. Rat half the time.
Yeah, but then they realized for ergonomic reasons, unless you're playing a top load like a 335 or maybe a Strat,
or
it's
single.
not conducive if you're wearing a Lester Pulpits around your waist because you can't reach it. It's out of reach.
It's a weird idea, and like I said, I love bad guitar tech, and this is really bad. So
they still had some of those at the last couple NAMM shows I went to as part of their display, because they only have one thing, is they always do kind of a lineage thing, and I see them and I just kind of chuckled, and they looked at me and they're like, we get it.
Oh, Matt says he hasn't seen that in a while.
No, they were not out very long, and they
it was a complete failure because nobody wants a pedal in your cable.
Yeah.
Well, how many times do you have to change the batteries of that thing? I'd be wondering.
The battery life's pretty good on it, actually, surprisingly.
But yeah, you probably have to remember to turn it off too, right?
Yeah,
I was thinking too.
You got to remember to turn it off. And I don't know. I mean, the battery is down in the bottom, and the clipper circuit is way up here. So whatever fine cable they have running through there,
it's going the entire length.
Yeah, exactly. So, and it's just
it was just a little too bulky to put it all at one end. That was the problem.
I think that was the issue. But then you wonder about durability on it. And, the thing is, the settings themselves aren't too bad. I may shoot a video on it because I just think it's a fun piece of weird gear.
Yeah, you would think it's got to be A quality, like level cable. It's got to be high end quality because the investment, you're like it wasn't like it was $5 more than a normal cable. Like it was kind of like you're not paying for a whole rat as well, but it was comparable to a combination of a pedal and cable is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and they were selling these. I mean, I think they listed for like in the 60s. I think I got mine for like 48 when COVID hit and stores were just selling everything they had. which is where I picked up most of this stuff. So that was kind of cool. Let's see what else weird stuff I have. I have one other weird thing actually.
You have nothing but weird stuff, Rob. Who are you kidding?
I was just
Man has a headless Kramer base, folks.
I was just about to ask you, Rob, what you were planning to do next on your channel.
I think we'll do the rat tail next, and then I'm going to do a shootout. Tuna versus turd. Tuna, turd.
I'm interested in the tuna. I've
you
been
need to
watching
do
that one.
rate them both and give it
run a rat into it.
in your rating scale is like a smell indicator.
There you go. Yeah. So the tuna fuzz. And yeah, like I said, I just had too much free time on my hands during COVID and was fortunate to have money. So I think we're going to do a shootout between the tuna.
Turd? Is that a fuzz as well?
I'm just going to say, Martin, Rob joked that his gear collection is.
It looked like a turd. Oh, gee.
I'm starting to believe him.
Yep.
Yeah, this is the land of misfit toys.
Oh, yeah. Anything weird, like any stupid pedal. I'm the guy that buys those. Hey, that might sound neat because, the housing is cool. So, yep. We're going to do tuna versus turd, and maybe I'll throw in, I've got a sloth pedal from Restaurant.
A Korg Miku would just be the absolute tops.
Is the turd a fuzz pedal as well? Or
yeah, the turd, this is a Dr. No pedal, and it sounds surprisingly good. The fly lights up to indicate when it's turned on. So the fly's little eyes turn red. And it's actually it's a limited run. He's done a couple runs of them since, and there's
runs of them.
runs of them. Yeah. Runs of them. Yeah, runs of them. And for something that's like you have to control it with your guitar because it's either on or off. But it's surprisingly controllable. I mean, it kind of really taught me how much you can vary the fuzz based on the output level of your guitar. And it really kind of forces you in a neat sort of way to make use of the guitar instead of twirling a lot of knobs on the pedal itself. And I have not dug into this yet, but I suspect this is going to be the same thing because it's just.
I don't know about that.
Where's the step button on the turd? Is that on the very top?
Yep, you just step on it. Yeah, it's rubber coated. You step on it when the flies light up.
Wear shoes.
Yeah, when the flies light up, it's on.
Yeah,
it's not looking at that to make sure I didn't get nothing all of my shoes.
And the tuna, like I said, it has a volume. That's it. So I
great. Yeah, one knob fuzz, perfect.
No knobs, one knob. Exactly. So
2 pedals, 1 knob. That's a whole other video right there.
2 pedals.
Yeah, Lukas got it right away.
I don't like complicated controls. I like it.
Really not. I don't like pedals with knobs.
Oh, you have it. Yes. There you go. Yep. That's the smaller one.
Yeah, the turd fuzz.
That's just a little prairie dogging.
Yep. Nope. Yep. Yeah, that's the standard.
Lucas, are you always looking at your feet to make sure you don't have no crap on them?
You don't want to play that barefoot, is what I'm saying.
That's
weird.
No, it's squishy and weird. But when I bought it, my daughter loved it.
I've been described that way at times, kind of squishy and weird.
How does it smell? Plastic, probably. Just plastic.
Yep.
But that's a thing with fuzz in general. Fuzz is really sensitive to the volume control.
I noticed that when I was goofing around, or if you prefer, farting around with the turd, that you really, it really did force you. And, the only other fuzz I really have, and I'll do a video on that at some point. I have a rack mount acoustic 360 preamp that has the acoustic fuzz. And that's actually pretty useful. I had the standard bass big muff and I sold that. I really did not like that very much. I thought it was just cooked beyond recognition. I found that was kind of just either overpowering or not there at all. So.
Well, I'm surprised Ben don't have those. He is the king of pedals.
DOD. He's the DOD king.
DOD king?
Ed, I sold 50 pedals last year.
Wow.
50.
I want to say. Yeah, but I got like 5 guitars last year, so that's how it's
And last year,
refinanced.
you mean 2024?
No,
It hasn't gone to 2025 yet.
Yeah. No, 2023, I got 5 guitars. I only got 3 this year.
Okay.
Because I wasn't looking for any guitars this year, and I ended up with 3.
Same as me, Ben.
You ended up with one that you actually did on a video one time, didn't you, Ben?
Yeah, the Red Gretsch, I was demoing it, and I fell in love with it while I was shooting the demo, so I went and bought it after I shot the demo.
These are 2 of my better weird Tube Screamer clones.
Oh, you do like your Tube Screamer clones.
I do like my Tube Screamer clones. There's the Huge Screamer.
Oh, Jesus.
And the Dalek Distortion. Yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
I think Amanda would like this one, the Doctor Who stuff. Based on
Doctor Who stuff, yep. I seen that.
Yeah. I used to Who, and I don't Who anymore. That's why I gave her all my Doctor Who stuff, which she inherited. She was, holy shit, this is like 50 Doctor Who DVDs. So I'm like, yep. You're welcome.
Yeah, wasn't there one, Ben, that you did a thing a couple of years ago, you said, and then you wind up buying that guitar?
Oh, that's the green one. Yeah,
That's
my
the
new one.
green
I
one,
shot the demo on that in 2021.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, on that very guitar. The guy, obviously, it was bought locally because it's not a big town.
That's one where Fern said it hurt. He didn't like it, and I said, that hurts my eyes. You got to get fabric wrapped.
Yeah. Yeah, Ferd was not impressed because 2 things he doesn't like with guitars, green and sparkle. And so I'm like, but the pearl binding, he says, I don't care.
Yeah. And what do you think, Ben? Do we break out the BC Rich?
There. Yeah, last year it was crazy. I had 2 guitars in the first week of January last year. That was crazy. And then that slowed down once we got the Explorer, Charles. That slowed way down.
The cost in that would do that.
Because that was definitely a big boy guitar. That hurt financially, but still snagged it for a deal.
The new one I get through Sweetwater is a Viper Blue Epiphone Les Paul.
Ooh, they're nice.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I have a demo. I haven't demoed the Viper Blue yet, but I've demoed a lot of Epiphone Les Pauls, and I've gigged with a lot of Epiphone Les Pauls. I played a lot of Epiphone Les Pauls over the years.
I can't wait to see what the humbuckers sound like.
Good. They're nice. Nice, clean, generic, but in a good way. Just middle of the road. You know, you're not, but you're not, wow! It's, they do the thing. And they do it all right.
But it's like I'm looking for one that also has that sound with the darker sound. Like you always hear, I heard you do it with you and Search and Tone do it with the pedals before.
I use a lot of pedals. Not gonna lie. I'm all about stacking pedals. So I usually have 5 or 6 on at any given time. But it doesn't sound like I have 5 or 6 on at any given time.
Ben, do you have a Riot? A Sir Riot?
No, I have a Sir Riot clone.
Oh.
That I've used for. I've been meaning to get a Sir Riot. Actually, I hit Pete Thorne up about that because I thought if anyone's going to have an extra one, it'd be him. He's like, I think I have a few. And I'm like, sweet. And then I never got one.
And there it is.
A limited edition.
I like that. Oh, look at that finish, Charles.
I do like it. Yeah,
that's beautiful.
That is.
It is screaming bass boat.
Cool.
It is screaming bass boat.
In a good way.
Toman was selling those for 50% off.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
It was not planned at all, but I had a clone once, and I really liked the tone.
They're a great pedal. They are.
Yeah.
Like, some people tell you it's a Marshall in a box. Other people tell you it's just a distortion pedal. They're good.
Yeah, the only problem is they don't give you the adapter for the battery thing.
You'll find that actually most of the high-end pedals don't even have the option to use a battery. They don't even include a battery clip inside because they're just always on pedal boards with isolated power supplies. Coming to mine. Here we go. All right, Billy's gone. Good. His OCD. All right. Right. No, because I haven't velcroed everything down yet. Like we have a command center here. Like you'll see those lights along the top, and those are all my power supplies. And then all the ones with the lights on are currently on. So, yeah.
Wow.
That's the command center.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. And you don't need a night light in here because that's always on.
It's Christmas every day.
Yeah. If you look close, the chorus pedal there is actually strobing on and off because it's like a tap tempo, but it's not a tap tempo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
So there you go. Welcome back to Uncle Ben's House of Horror.
House of Pedals.
Oh, what the hell happened there?
No, because I had to find a plug adapter that we use for some kind of one of the chargers to plug in from
Hey, see the whole
pedals I got through Temu to charge them up to make them work.
Now, Lucas and Martin, do those pedals, are they tweaked enough in voltage, or is the EU voltage close enough where it really does not matter when you operate them?
Can you answer that?
Sorry?
The voltage in.
Oh, I just got to say, so those USA-made pedals, do they operate stock in Europe, or are they tweaked because of the voltage?
Power supply still puts out 9 volts regardless.
Yeah, you can switch over the power supplies usually to either be sourced with 110 volts or 220, 230, whatever you're getting, and they're then transforming it down to 9 volts and with putting it to DC, 9 volt DC. So
all the LPD pedals work.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Made in America.
Yeah, because your power supply is already converting all the voltage before it even gets sent out to the pedal.
Yeah. And
the only difference is, like their power supply would be at 220 input as opposed to 120.
Your power supply is acting as a transformer.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there are also ones that are ranging from 110 to 230 volts that you don't even have to switch over.
Interesting. I always wondered that. Makes sense.
And then you got pedals that you don't even know what they do, but they do stuff. So you keep them around here.
There's a picture of my cat.
There you go. And up close and personal.
Yeah. Oh, he's cute little guy. I'll tell you one thing. He knows he's smart and all that stuff, and he plays games with you. So,
I got to get more pedal board tape.
What do you want now?
Secure stuff. So pedal board is I think it's complete.
Is it ever really complete?
Well,
there's a phaser missing from it.
Well, there is, but then make room for more phasers, I guess. But pretty much. Honestly, I've only bought 2 pedals in the last year.
That's pretty good. If you sold, 50,
I know,
bought 2,
and
impressive.
Like I bought the Dimension C just recently with the guitar, but I've been eyeing one of those because I wanted some form of a detune. And then other than that was the Keeley Noble Screamer, which I actually planned on buying last year, but I didn't get until this spring. And then I was like, that was kind of the final piece of the puzzle for my gain structure. It's just that with the LPD Embers together. I was like, any guitar I plug into it sounds amazing. So it's like, done.
Not right now, Boozley.
But then again, there's a lot of money tied up.
Not right now.
Retail-wise on that pedal board. Like,
you know what, though? I've done pretty good selling pedals. Like, I don't have as many as you did, but I've sold 8 or 10 on Sweetwater. And I've made my money back or made money on all of them just because of the component prices going through the roof. I mean, it's a lot easier to move a pedal than it is an amp head or a guitar. And you move enough of them, and that adds up.
Yeah, well, there's a few there that, like, to replace them would not be cheap. Like the Diamond compressor, Diamond's now back in business, but is it the same pedal that one is? And that one is highly sought after. Amazing. I think it's an optical compressor, but I'm not sure. My flanger pedal's literally from the 80s, so good luck finding another one.
Yeah.
I want to say it's like an 82, 83 Korg flanger, which is the same. Yamaha had one out at the same time. And it's so good. I love that flanger. And then a lot of Keeley stuff, a couple of Lawrence's pedals. None of that stuff's cheap, that's for sure. Keeley Custom Shop, are you kidding me? Wait, when boutique isn't enough, the custom shop of a boutique builder. And that's my phaser, Charles. That's the main phaser, right? It's like, why is your main phaser sound so good? It's a Keeley Custom Shop. Oh. And when I tell most of my friends outside of YouTube, they're like, wait, Keeley has a custom shop? Like, but he's already boutique. I'm like, I know. But then I'm like, I know. And then like, you have a problem. I'm like, oh, I know. Believe me, I know.
There was a pedal I saw on Searching Tones, and he had it was like digital, but he had 3 step pedals on it. It was pretty good. It began with a P, where you could change certain things just by touching them. I thought that was cool.
I've got a few multi. Where's that one? There you go. Joyo dual modulation.
Oh,
this thing does a lot of things.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my! Too many.
And
knobs.
that's stereo in, stereo out.
Okay. Now we know why you have it.
Yeah. Gift from my sister, actually.
That's nice.
Yeah, and it's got on one side, it's got a bunch of flangers, phasers, rotaries. The reason I like it has a tri-chorus in it, which was kind of cool, and some cool. And there's some Ottawas and weird other stuff. I don't know. You can play 2 at the same time, and
yeah. Charles told me you don't use pedals until later when you get better on that.
Learn the fundamentals, and then because the pedals, they can enhance you. They can also cover a lot of stuff up, but you don't realize you're making mistakes because you're covering everything up. Basically, like the phaser watching over everything. If you like, I will give Charles credit. He's got an amp that you cannot hide behind. That Classic 30 is a truth teller of amps. Like, there's no hiding. You turn that thing on and up, and it will point out all your flaws, which will cause you to work on your flaws.
Yeah, well, I played a bunch of notes for him last night. He told me how I got a lot better, Ben.
Nice.
Hey Ryan, how are you?
He's been.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan.
Hey, Ryan. Good to see you.
Hello, Ryan. Hope the
No,
recovery.
it's been practicing. His chords are getting a lot better.
Awesome.
Ryan, Buffalo meeting at 7:00 tonight. Ryan,
6 for him. He's
6
Central
for him.
Time. 6
Oh,
6
6
o'clock
for him.
Central, Ryan.
6 Central.
Play with a lot of delay. You'll hear
70.
your mistakes forever.
There's one
This is
effect.
something to keep on the shelf in case you have to get weird, right, Charles? Is the rainbow machine.
Ooh.
What is that?
Well, what do you want it to be? It can be a chorus pedal. It can be a delay pedal. What? How is that? Yeah. And then you hit the magic button, and that just does weird magical things.
Rainbow machine. Never heard of this one. Earthquake.
Look it up. Well, you'll regret looking it up. That was a drunken birthday purchase. That's what that was.
This was something that I picked up that I really thought I was going to like, and I cannot get a feel for it. It's a stereo overdrive that Electro-Harmonix did. I have not.
It's weird.
It is weird. I have this one actually up for sale on.
I think I tried demoing one of them early days on the channel, and we started fooling around with it. We're like, Richie and I are looking at each other, and we're like, that's when we did demos together. We're like, can you get a tone? I'm like, no. He's like, do you hear a tone? He's like, no.
No. It does a thing. I just don't know what it does. And
Well, maybe we did demo it. Can't remember now.
Yeah, I was really expecting great things out of that, and just I've not had great luck with Electro-Harmonix.
You know, I'm not a guy that goes and looks for pedals, but I've seen that. Mm-hmm. It sounds familiar. When you held it up, I automatically knew what it was.
I was expecting a lot more out of it than what I got. I've not had great luck with Electro-Harmonix at all. I mean, like I said, I sold both of their muffs because I just thought they were too.
They're actually a very low end company in many ways. Like,
yeah, I have their
Nano series is cheap and it's assembled in New York, but it's all made in Vietnam, which is not exactly known for their pedal making.
I'm just not impressed with much of it. I had their East River Drive. I sold that, because they're just none of it really seemed.
Yeah, that one was kind of disappointing too. And that one I thought was designed by Analog Man, because he does a fair amount of design work for them. Because,
and I thought that for the same reason and I thought he did the flat iron too. Yeah. So I tried the East River Drive, and I was like, I'm not going to do the flat iron. I just haven't.
Phaser's okay. Their phaser's pretty decent. Mm-hmm. I'm not a big fan of the chorus. A one knob chorus doesn't do it for me. Sorry. Now, granted, their flanger, they knocked out of the park with their flanger with the Electric Mistress. So there is that. The muff does the thing, but it's a very simple circuit. Mm-hmm. It's only like 9 components, something like that. It's not rocket surgery, as I say. Fuzz is the simplest circuit to do. It's just gain stage, more or less. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
it is kind of hit and miss. And I remember Rich bought a hot wax and it failed out of box. Got a replacement. It failed within 10 minutes.
Ooh. Yeah, I think I sold just about everything.
That's the Leslie pedal, though, Rich has, and he likes that. He's had that forever and a day. I'm sure there's other ones that do it just as well, if not better.
I was going to say, any sort of Leslie...
You might have to spend a little more money, mind you. But then again, I don't mind buying a boutique custom shop phaser, so what do I know? Well, I'm also trying to recreate an 80s rack system, but floor mount. Hence my desire to have everything stereo in and stereo out. And that's how, it's like, how are you getting those big tones? Or I like last week, Charles, when I was playing the Jungle website, that Ivy there. Wow, that guitar sounds amazing. I'm like, does it? Or is it the fact I'm plugged into a bunch of boutique gear into 2 tube amps where pretty much I think I could plug in a vacuum cleaner and it's going to sound good?
Thanks, Ryan.
Ryan, we've posted the link if you want to join.
Oh, you said it.
Ryan Hall and Ed Nugent on the same screen. Oh my gosh.
Me and Ryan had a real good we're having good conversations that night at the bar.
I have no doubt.
You know what the thing is, Ed? Charles called that when he set up the meeting. He says, I said, I wonder if your brother Ed's going to show up. He says, if he does, he says, he and Ryan are going to get along like gangbusters. You just watch. And then I hear later when Trev messaged me, he goes, Ryan and Ed are getting along like gangbusters. I'm like, yep, that's what Charles figured. And then I told Charles, it's like, yep, called it. I was like, yeah, because
I knew when I met Ryan, it was like talking to my brother.
Right.
Oh, yeah, okay. We're both stubborn, in other words.
Well, you're both a hoot, is what you are.
Yeah, and you both have the appropriate one-liner at just the right time.
Thanks, sir, Ben. Appreciate that.
I noticed it during the last Buffalo meeting, because Ryan say, you'll hang back, and then all of a sudden there'll be a lull, and you'll just drop a line, and Charles is face palming. I'm giggling. It's just it just cut you deep because it was just such a great line, and you're like, wow, and the timing, it's just the
perfect timing.
I still think Ryan, he's sitting there. He had just woken up, and I said, "Oh, by the way, my sister might stop by for the Buffalo." And he goes, "Oh shit, I gotta go put my teeth in. We got company." Oh yeah, good times though. Good times.
So, is any one of you guessing for something?
No, I didn't want to buy any gear this year for the most part, and I still end up. Okay, Martin.
There he is.
Let's be honest. I'm the only person Martin. I went in to buy a lap steel and came out with an Ibanez RG.
Easy mistake. Easy mistake to make. They look alike.
Yeah.
But anyone that followed me more than a month knows. Like, Rob, you're like, yep, that's Ben. Yep, that sounds about right.
Makes perfect sense. Yep, not a doubt.
What's up, Ryan Hall, y'all?
Hey, Ryan.
With the chapeau. Look at that.
Yes, sir.
He's like, put on hats easier than brushing my hair.
Yeah, my hair's getting less and less, so I need something on there to cover up all the empty spots.
Like here, Ryan, huh?
Insulation for cold weather.
Yeah, slight receding hairline.
Yeah.
Plus, it keeps the hair off the head.
Forehead expansion, that's all.
I thought we had the Dr. Evil there for a minute in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Quality suit.
No, that suit proves that Rob's a man of his word. He threatened to wear it, and then he did.
Yep. I bring the darkness. So.
Ain't that the truth? Gosh.
This is what I'm saying, Ed.
Remember that from the last meeting, huh, Ryan?
I don't know how we got onto it. We got onto it was bleak. It was very bleak. Yeah.
That whole meeting had a whole dark, like we get close to the light and then back to the darkness.
No, right down. Yeah. We talked about cremation at one point. I was like, we really got to stop this. This was not healthy. No.
Yeah, and nobody. Because we didn't have Jim sing. So anybody got a guitar to show off?
No, that got strange. That got very strange. Yeah. Well, Lucas and Martin, what gear are you guys gassing for? Anything you can get in Europe you can't get here that looks promising?
You got.
I mean, I'm no more gas on my side because I just recently bought the PRS.
Right.
I can show that one off.
Yeah, well, it is your show after all. You
don't have to ask permission.
Yeah. The Austrians a polite bunch, Rob. I'm just saying.
Very polite.
Yeah.
I love
the EU's Canada. They're very. That is really nice. I watched the video you guys did of that. That is just
Is that and that's an ebony board, is it not?
No, it's rosewood.
Is it rosewood?
It's just very dark. Okay, and a bound fretboard too.
Yeah.
Now, Charles, are you pissed off it's not double bound, or is it double bound because it's either side and just wraps around?
No.
Well, there's no binding on the body, so it's I love the fact that it's a bound neck.
Right. That actually, it does. And normally, I'm not into bound neck with unbound body, but it works with that guitar. It really does.
That's one solid body, right, Lucas?
I think it helps really pull out the inlays, right?
Yes, you're right. Yeah, just keep putting the headstock in front of Martin's face, like easy. Martin moves, then loses.
That was not on purpose.
I was just trying not to get.
Maybe they're not so nice, Rob. Maybe polite, yes. Nice, no.
Dark, very dark.
Dark.
Polite, dark. It's all one solid piece, right? Lucas,
Just
that's
for
all
the
one
dough.
solid piece, right?
What is one solid piece? The body?
The body and the neck, they're all one solid piece. They don't come apart, right?
It is glued in. It's a set neck. So
Oh,
it's two
yeah,
pieces.
it's setting
Yeah.
up.
But yeah, there aren't too many guitars that are like they're generally they're not carved from a single piece. Like the closest you'd get. Let me grab my
That's
BC Rich.
Solar is the only one that off the top of my head that's the Ibanez Prestiges. A lot of them are neck through. Demo coming up soon on my channel
Shameless plug.
of an Ibanez Prestige RG. What's it? RG 1221. I didn't even know they went into 4 digits for RGs. So it's like all the RGs. Well, 1221 of them, anyways. Or easy.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus, there it is.
Like if you look at the back of this,
Yeah.
like this is called neck through, and
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to show up on the camera. But even though this looks like it's one piece,
It's a 3-piece body.
it's a 3-piece body. So the neck and the middle part of the body is a single piece,
Mhm.
and then the upper and lower parts of the body are glued on.
Then it drank a Red
Oh.
Bull and it gave it wings.
That's cool though.
Yeah, I'm in the process of doing a restring on it, as you can tell.
I was like, wait a minute, it's only got 2. What are you playing a bunch of Presidents covers?
True bass players only need 2. But
Yeah.
yeah, even though it looks like it's one piece, I don't think the camera can kind of pick it up. But it would run the neck and the
Nothing
body.
pushing 40 years old now.
Yep. As a matter of fact, I'm going nuts trying to find somebody that would do like a finished restoration on it, because there's a couple of spots I really need to have like the paint matched and just the whole thing kind of restored. And even Sweetwater wouldn't touch it. I called Sweetwater, like, we can do all the mechanical
Nobody
stuff.
does finish restoration anymore. No, you just let the finish just continue to age and do its thing. The only thing you would do is if there's a bubble up, you'd want to dab a little super glue underneath that hole just to keep it from spreading, like it's clearly laminate or something, which I've seen happen. But beyond that, you don't want to do any finish repair. Just drop fill some clear into it, if anything, to keep from further chippage.
And maybe that's what I really need to do, because it's just, all the dings and dents it just gets from playing over the years, and I'm just like,
That's part of it, right? It's like say it's 40 years old. It's not supposed to look showroom mint.
That's beautiful, Rob. That is beautiful.
It's rare, Ed. That is probably the rarest Kramer bass you will ever see in person.
Yeah, it's
Virtual.
and once I got it, it was like, yeah, they should have put some more thought into this. There was like,
I know when I looked at the engineering of it, I'm like, wow, they just took the tuners off the headstock after cutting it off, drilled some holes, put them in the other end, and just ran the bridge string through style.
which is great for intonation, by the way. I highly recommend it. Great for intonation with no nut, no nut. Well, with a nut, no 0 fret, and just random strings coming off the back of the body. Like this is rock solid for intonation.
Well, it's like the bass I bought, Rob, that it's a jazz bass upstairs. It's really nice. It's a wood look. The wood look is just totally fantastic. And it does, and my brother tells me it's not a Stratocaster, but it does say Stratocaster on it. But it's 5-string bass.
Oh, you showed me that. Yeah, the 5-string jazz bass that you picked up. Yeah, you showed me that on a chat. The lower
Was a Stratocaster or Jazzmaster?
Jazzmaster.
I think it's a jazz bass he has. I think it's a 5-string jazz.
Yeah,
bass.
Jazzmaster bass.
It's a jazz bass, and I was correct. He was calling it a Stratocaster, and I was telling him, no, it's the jazz bass.
Well, the one thing it says Stratocaster on it, Chuck. Yes, it does. It has a Stratocaster logo on it.
I think so.
It's amazing how good the low end 5 strings have gotten, because for like decades, a low end 5-string was usually garbage. Yeah, they were just awful, but they've really gotten the hang of them now.
Well, it's because they're building on 7 and 8 string guitars.
I got one like that from Timu.
No, exactly. It really is the fact that they've applied, because that was the thing. 6-string basses used to always have the dual truss rod too. But yeah, once they cracked 7 and 8 string guitars, it's like, oh yeah, we can do a 5-string bass at $400 now, no problem.
Yep. Yeah, we'll do a 5-piece neck with a volute, so it's got the strength and which I don't like mold. Oh, that was the part with that Ibis Prestige. It's a 5-piece neck, and they mixed it with closed and open grain. So all of a sudden, there's a stripe running right up the middle of the back of the neck that's rough, with smooth all around it. It's like a speed bump. Weirdest thing ever. Other than it's like braille to know when you've centered your thumb on the back for proper classical style, I guess, fretting, if you want to call it that, which I don't do. In fact, I do the opposite because I wrap my thumb around more often than not and use as a mute.
Yeah. So Ryan, how's your hand doing? Knows you got the.
Yeah, I wear them when I'm driving and stuff, mainly, and just to give me extra support.
Whatever. You're in training for Apollo Creed. We know what's going on.
Or a regular boxing strap.
I thought his bout was supposed to be against Ben Coons. It was supposed to be Ben Coons.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. He'd take me out in the first round. That's fair.
Thanks for joining, Yetimatsu. Night Cat.
Hey there.
Hey, hello.
The cat of night. I haven't heard my cat in a while. That can't be good. She's probably plotting evilness.
But Rob, you asked me if I would have guessed for anything. I don't remember the last time I really had real guess for anything.
Mm-hmm. Don't you want to have a base?
It's like much like Taco Bell. Mine hits me hard and fast.
What do you got there, Ryan?
I would like to have a base.
GNL ASAC Classic. What?
S-Head.
Look at this. Oh, yeah.
Buddies.
All right, easy. Charles is going to have a little mess under his desk now.
Is that the Blues Boy, or how's that model called with a humbucker?
Yeah, it's the Blues, whatever it was.
Oh, jeez. There's two of them. The hell?
GNL.
Charles, if you pull out an ASAT, we're not friends anymore. I'm just saying, all right?
Okay.
You have one, don't you?
I really don't.
I really don't.
I don't know. Dan has more tellies than I do these days.
I won't say I hadn't been looking at them, but I don't.
Right.
They really are nice. They really are nice at a really good price point. The bridge pickup in them's great. I like the brass saddles. I got a 4-way selector, so it has the series parallel from Dylan Talk Stone. He sent me out a control panel, and that was nice. And I did replace the humbucker in the neck of mine. It wasn't bad, the one that they had, but I wanted something a little better. But they're great guitars.
Mm-hmm.
I hadn't even plugged this one in and hit an amp on it yet.
But that's the thing about those semi-hollow ones like that. I love playing a semi-hollow guitar unplugged. It just, the way it resonates is really cool.
Yeah, it's got a good.
No comment. There's 4 tellies back there. Guess how many of them were thin lines?
None.
Yeah, I know. A telly is not supposed to be a thin line in my book, because it takes away from what makes a telly.
Oh, now he pulls out the FMT.
Right. Well, see, Charles has 2 weaknesses: semi-hollow guitars and tellies. And so you put them in the same thing, I'm done.
That's a telly in shape only, Rob.
Yep, 2 humbuckers, a coil tap, and
I know because I played those, and those are sweet guitars.
They were
a little pricey for my liking. They're always priced about $200 more than I wanted to pay for one retail, but they are nice guitars. Made in Indonesia. More Duncan pickups, that neck, plain maple top. It's an Epiphone Les Paul, but with a telly body.
Yeah,
no, it's exactly. Fender on the headstock, which is unusual for made in Indonesia.
I know. They were one of the first that were built offshore that still had, other than Fender Japan, but like the first before was it the modern player fenders that were made in China also had the Fender logo, but those things are garbage. Those are nice. They're nice. Black chrome hardware. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
Randy, his is like the red one, I want to say.
Mm-hmm. His, I think it's red and it is thin. I mean, the body's so thin. He brought, when he came down here to pick up his telly for me.
Yeah,
he brought it, and I played on it for a while.
Gig that all night. Those guitars, you can gig all night.
Yep,
they're great.
Yeah, I mean, they're so incredibly thin and light, and
that's why you have the oval shaped output jack.
And they feel really good in your hand too. I mean,
hell, I'm gassing for a Gretsch.
You don't get to gas. You don't.
You just bought a Les Paul. You just bought a Les Paul.
You don't get to gas.
You mean something like this?
Yeah. Yeah, but see, Ben, what I'm hoping is my brother either gets me that or a Les Paul for Christmas.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah. Nope.
Actually, I'd like to see my brother give me a Gibson for Christmas.
That is not even close to being in tune.
That's really chatty for a test box.
Won't get any copyright strikes playing on this guitar. Woo-hoo!
This one ain't a thin guitar, is it? Or is it? Doesn't look thin to me.
Ooh, no, but I think you lose a lot of the weight with the F-hull, with the semi-hollow.
Yeah. It's about the right thickness, yeah.
Do they call it a thin line? Because I heard y'all
they call it a thin line because of all the weight relief in the semi-hollow body. It's not thin as in a thin body.
But then it's not really thickness is what that's based
no, it's because the whole top half is carved out and then they just put a cap on it. Actually, the bottom half may be carved as well. They just don't put an F-hole in it. Similar to what would they call the smuggler guitars that they did, where they just routed out everything and then just put the pick guard over top.
Swimming pool.
Yeah, it was the same idea. It's because their supply of wood was excessively getting heavy in the late 60s. And so to compensate, that's when they started writing about and just capping them and then creating the quote-unquote thin line model. And that was a way for them to...
Yeah, I do believe this one.
I hope that works for you, Keith.
Ooh. That's not good.
That's not good.
What's that?
Murray reports in. I saw a telly I want. All right, easy there, Murray. I'm just glad Trev didn't see the FMT telly because be like, "There's my telly." I'm like, easy, Trev. It's not your first telly. Well, it can be a second telly. Your first telly needs to be single coils.
No. My first telly is not a single coil.
Good.
Here's a Chuck.
Yeah, it is.
Charles was like, "What have we modified now? What the fabric's already going on? I'm not routing for humbucker."
No, I was wondering. That's all.
It is single coils, yeah.
But it's gonna look cool. That's fun.
No, I am tell you, but having glued on the top and the back fabric and being able to clearly see margins, it is really nice looking.
Aerodyne.
Yep.
Aerodyne made in Japan.
Yep. Oh, very nice.
Oh man, yeah.
Martin
to be a
was his gear.
Good bass player, you sure have a lot of guitars.
Oh, I have a lot of basses too. Just nobody wants to see them.
you're not really that far off.
Yeah.
String bass.
I like Keith's line. Better get all this guitar talk out of the way before the Buffalo meeting.
That's right.
That's when we go dark, isn't it?
I'm not going to be there, so it will not go dark. It'll be sunshine and rainbow.
I'll be the substitute.
Yeah, I have to have a designated reaper. Something.
I can go dark.
Ben can go dark.
That's why we followed each other for years, Rob. I can go dark.
Yep. I stumbled across Ben's channel after Dave's World of Fun stuff. It had the weirdest tag. Since you're interested in Ontario-based guitar players, it's like I did not know I was, but okay, sure.
Wow, that's a very unique rabbit hole. That's a short list too.
That was a very specific niche. Yeah. So
wow.
Since you're interested in it was like Ontario-based guitar technicians or something. It's like, okay, why not?
Sure.
I was trying to intonate a badass bridge, but we'll go with this.
Yeah. And to think I used to do setups live. Remember? Early days. I did them live. We're gonna install a pickup live. Like rather than actually making a video, I just live stream it all.
Oh, I would
basically right across from me. Kind of pointing down at the guitar, and
I would root for the moments where you couldn't find what you were looking for.
And meanwhile, you can see it the whole time on the workbench.
Yeah, I remember the one where you
I do remember that.
Things together, and he can't find certain parts. He's not sure if he has all the parts.
I remember one where the Tone King tried doing that and put a humbucker in reversed or something. So he inadvertently made a greeny flying V or some damn thing. And people were yelling at him in the chat. No. So
yeah, that's true, Matt. Yeah, we got Matt there. He's dark. You know, he can just show off a bunch of flat black detuned guitars. That'll depress the fuck out of him.
There you go. Matt will be your guy tonight.
Yeah. That's true. He is also known as the loneliest hermit. If that doesn't ooze darkness, I don't know what does.
As opposed to all the well-adjusted social hermits, you know?
Yeah, because that's what this login for PayPal will go. So when he does, like, he'll hit the virtual tip jar. I'm like, the loneliest hermit. Who the fuck is that? Ebony of darkness.
Yeah, that's dark.
Got more 7 strings than anybody I've ever seen.
Yep.
None of them tuned the same either, are they?
No, even Phil McKnight is what, 2 7 strings? I think that's it. And he's got everything else under the sun.
I played one once and demo one occasionally, and I'm good.
I can almost get a 7 because I get, the 5-string bass, so the low B is a good idea.
I don't get it. I have no need for a low B string.
An 8, I don't know. That's a whole different animal.
I'm always wondering.
Well, yeah, and it's not like it goes one on either side. It's not like low B and a high A. That makes sense to me. One on either side to expand your vocabulary. No, we'll just keep going lower. No, that's the bass player's fucking job.
Yeah, exactly.
I would already argue that the low B is the bass player's job.
Yeah,
right?
In most cases.
Like he's putting a set of strings on was Jackson the other day. 10 to 85 was the set of strings. 10, nice and thin.
That's a
85 bass string.
That's an A string on bass.
Yeah.
Like his bass is 105, 85, 65, 45 standard gauge. That is an A string.
Mm-hmm.
That's
what he's using for
a bass
E-ish thing. I don't know.
Drop F sharp.
Drop F sharp. And that's probably only a 4-string bass. It's going down almost an entire octave again. Right?
F sharp.
I don't know.
You could probably adjust the action as high as you want, though.
Here's just one's like, how do you know he's in tune? Well, I know he's in tune because when he rides 8th notes, I have to poop. That's all I know.
It's a 5.
The third.
It's a 5.
Okay, it's a 5-string.
Still, that's horrible.
It's still 10 notes lower.
Drop F sharp.
That's like a baritone bass, if that makes a sense. I don't know, because what goes below bass?
Contrabass?
I don't know. All the action, I bet. Yeah. That's no wafer thin, like, 2/64 action.
Heard it would drop F.
There he is. Real big player just out of the chat there. Michael B.
Hi, Michael B.
Hi there.
Thanks for joining. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Yeah.
Christmas, Mike.
Sub date. Sure, Murray. I like that.
Sub base, Antarctic base. I don't know.
Not like a submarine base, Charles. A different sub base.
Okay,
We're not talking about Red October or nothing like that.
36.5 scale. That I believe.
I don't even know what that means. Oh, I know what it means, but
yeah. The only things I've ever seen like that are those Carl Thompson bases that you see less.
I'm going to say it right now. Matt, you're a guitar player. 24 and a quarter, 25 and a half.
36 and a half.
He's got the guys over on the end. They're going to tell you some weird PRS based scale length that they like too. 24 and a quarter, 3/4, 25 and a half.
Yeah, the strings must be $90. The 35-inch scale strings.
You got more 28 and a half inch scale length. Something like easy. Can you tune at least one to E standard? He has one tuned to E standard. Just for my sake, I guess.
Just one. Just one.
Yeah. Out of all of them. Just one.
Martian Murray.
And then gradually there's one that's tuned down half a step, then one's tuned down a full step, and then well, they never leave the room. That's why the problem with about when Charles said it for him to get the Gretchen, he get it from Matt. Matt's like, no, once the stuff it's like Bo. Once it arrives, it doesn't leave.
Oh yeah, Carl Thompson's everybody's dream bass. They're just crazy expensive, and they're gonna double once the poor old man passes away. I did play one of his early ones from like the 70s out at Manny's in New York City. It had the best balance of any instrument I ever played. You could literally take your shirt off while wearing it. It's just the balance on that instrument was impeccable. But they start at what, like 20 grand? So yeah, the guy makes them all handmade.
My dream bass is a Murphy Lab 59 Les Paul.
6-string bass.
Yeah.
6-string bass.
Sadly, he went and sold it on me. The bastard. I told him I was planning on buying it in 8 years.
As soon as I sell my house.
Yeah. I was really hoping, the YouTube would take off over the next 8 years, basically.
Yeah. You could deal with Phil McKnight. You need that kind of volume of viewership.
Exactly.
I can't even watch his show anymore. I get like 9 and 10 ads now, and I'm just like, I can't do this.
Same.
I had to get new strings for my bass, Rob, and what I remember is the last 3 strings. It says on the box 95, 130, and 135.
Yeah, for a 5-string, that's pretty close. Yeah, usually the low B is a 120 to about a 130 is pretty standard. I use a 125. Usually, the thicker the gauge, the less it flops, which is good for it. But those are pretty typical, 120 to 135. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't. Because I was shopping, I think it was Sweetwater. I was trying to find 5-string bass strings because I had to replace them on that one. So those aren't easy to find as 5-string. What you got there, Randy? Pick.
I was going to see if Laz sent me this with that guitar. I said I got that guitar actually from Laz.
Oh yeah.
From them.
Oh. Pick up here. This pic was in here, and I was like, and I can't read that. I didn't know maybe if he got that from when he went over there to the.
I have no idea what kind of alien rating that is. And Michael B's right. You just need one bass. It's called a P bass.
Yeah.
Although I like it with a PJ pickup set because I like both pickup. I like the bass to blend between the two. So.
Oh yeah, if you're just gonna have one bass, get a PJ. You can do pretty much everything with a PJ bass. That was one of the videos.
I prefer the precision neck to the jazz. Jazz neck's a little too narrow for me.
See, I like the narrower neck, but yeah, the PJ, you can do anything with it.
Yeah.
got a 70s bass that's it's a crap. What's a Fender Music Master bass? And in the 70s or 70s, I don't know when they made them, 74 and up or something like that. I got the amp that goes with it too. It's also, same Music Master. Is that it or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they made a Music Master bass. Hold on to that, even though they were like a student.
That was during the dark years of Fender.
Still worth money. All those short scale basses are worth $2 now.
Oh yeah, tons of punk bands use them. It's like alternative. I've seen a lot of alternative bands with short scale bass. Like female friend, she's playing a telly. Someone's playing a short scale bass. Guy may or may not be using brushes on the drums, even.
Yeah, they've all, for starter instruments, they're all really valuable. And
yeah, all the starter stuff, because most of that stuff went in the trash years ago.
Yeah, the amp, it still works. Somebody told me that some people use those amps as guitar amps.
Yep.
The Fender Bassman.
Oh, yeah, bass amps are great for guitar.
Yeah, Fender Bassman. Much better guitar amp than it is a bass amp.
Yep. Yeah, and same as I also like to play bass through like a 412 half stack. The amp and speakers don't like it.
I was thinking about.
Oh, you're going to build one, and it's going to be a headless too, by the look of it.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep.
Oh, look at that. But I like it. I'm a big fan. Anything without a headstock, big fan. We all know
that. Easy.
I couldn't see a guitar without a head.
How do you tune it? Where you clip the snark on to tune it?
Yeah.
You don't.
Actually, you know what you do, Charles, is you put the snark on your go handle of your amplifier. It'll work the exact same way. Vibrations of notes. Doesn't matter if it's on the headstock or coming at the speaker.
I'll see it.
Like that overnight.
Or I'll cut out something on the side where I can clip it on the body.
There you go.
Just clip it to one of the strings. Wait.
Weight relief.
Weight relief for the snark.
Yeah, clip it on the strap button on the back of an SG to avoid headstock dive. And every little bit helps. It does.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, but I'm not really guessing for it, and I'm not in a rush. And yeah. So
that'd be a nice build project. That'd be a nice build project. I mean, if you've not tackled a bass before, solid body headless, that'd be something different.
Yeah, sure. It's like, Charles, I'm going to do binding for the first time. I'm going to do it with wood binding. I'm like, really, dude? Really?
Up all the time.
And
I love Charles, but he doesn't usually dive in the deep end that deep. I was like, that's like custom shop advanced shit. Like, wood binding, really? Oh yeah, I think I can pull it off.
He can do it. He's the knock.
No, there's a lot of cursing and phone calls, and then I ordered plastic binding. I'm like, I bet you did. That's easy. Some Ace Frehley sauce and good to go.
But I was great until I got to the horns. Yeah.
And then snap.
And I did steam it too. That was the worst. It was, but it's just not enough.
No.
Patience you do, Charles.
Sorry.
That I don't have the patience to do that.
Let's make a good headless. Easy. Yeah, but that bridge is a hand muncher 9000. Oh, that bridge. Oh, that.
It does take some patience. It's like I was funny because I was looking at the Pin Up and Skulls Kelly, and that's the first one I ever bound. And I'm sitting there looking at it, and I'm like, oh my! You see all the things.
Yeah, Rob, you're on the panel. You can talk. You're allowed. You know that, right?
Yeah, I just don't want to.
Meteora base.
Yeah, I just don't want to be shouting over.
And then they're going to highlight it, so you got to talk about it. It's like, I'm just saying.
Yeah, good point. No, Martian Murray was saying he has a PJ Jaguar base. I've really not dug into those. I tried those Meteora bases that Fender's been selling.
I'm just thinking how Bo was starting to get the fucking runaround from Kiesel recently, so he called their dad on them. That's like getting the ultimate PP slap. You called our dad on us? Yes.
I did not know you could do that.
He's like, and Bo's like, you need to straighten your boys out. I'm like, wow.
Mm-mm. That's definitely calling out rank, that's for sure.
I'm calling your dad.
Like, wow. Yeah. They're like, we're a successful businessman. Not that successful.
Oh, wow.
Ooh. Wow. We've gone 3 hours. How did that happen?
Yeah, I got to. As I come home from the doctor's office, and I don't know what. But I heard Ben saying something like, "Yeah, that's like a Ryan Hall thing." And I'm like, "What is?" Yep, he's just calling me out.
Oh, I have a tendency to do that.
Yeah.
People have been asking about you all weekend and stuff. People do. Anybody seen Ryan Hall? Like, then someone said, "I guess it's my turn to ask where Ryan Hall is." On the Monday show, like, but he commented, like it was on Sunday. I'm like, he commented on one of my videos earlier today, so he's alive as of earlier today. Don't know now, but he was live as of earlier today. So there we go. Okay.
Yeah, I'm still trying to shake this pneumonia stuff, and my throat's still rough, and then I've had a migraine that's for the last 3 or 4 days.
Ugh.
You know, yeah, well, the guy Ryan from 0210, he was sick too. He had something going on
He's been
too
sick for a few weeks. Yeah.
Yep.
And Matt's been sick. It's going all through the South.
Yeah, well, and it's just that time of year.
Randy Price was sick as well. Yeah, it just went through Georgia like wildfire, so now it's making its way up north, I guess.
Great. Can't wait.
Yay. Yeah.
I had a stepbrother.
Matt's still sick.
His wife and him and his daughter, they all got the COVID again. Just last week.
So I texted Matt the other day. We were doing a hang, and I was like, if you're alive, feel free to join us. He replied the next day, see, you're not the only dark one, Rob. If you're alive, feel free to join us.
If you're alive, jump in. And if you're not alive,
if you're not alive, sorry.
Yep.
Sorry.
Girls got to have her standards. Got to be alive.
Yeah, Charles was lucky he didn't get sick from when his wife had the strep throat.
Yeah. Yeah, that was cutting into his YouTube time too. Like he would go check on her. He'd come up, do the bad album covers, leave again, and check on her. He's like, all right, comes back. She's asleep. I'm back for a while.
You know, I'm kind of obligated because back when I had COVID, I was bad. You know, and it was, I was well taken care of. So
I'll take care of it. No.
Right now, my wife's been taking care of me pretty well, and everything that's been going on with the surgery and everything. So, and then I got the upcoming surgery for the carpal tunnel on January 6th.
Good luck on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, it's on the left hand. I'm going to wait another year to get the right hand.
Ooh. Wow.
I asked my doctor when I got mine if he'd do both of them at the same time. He told me no.
They won't do both of them at the same time, Ryan. I know. I've asked that too.
Nowadays, I believe they could because they go in there with a laparoscopic, but I was cut from here all the way down to here. And doctor told me, he said, unless your wife. I said, what? He said,
they also They told me the reason why they can't do that both hands is because you're going to need one. So when you go to wipe yourself or something like that, it's got to be dry.
Yes.
All right, good to know.
It's your brother, Carl.
This is one of those times where I really wish StreamYard allowed you to use the things that you had over inside, because the big facepalm emoji in the center of the screen would have been there.
Right.
We have the real thing. We don't need the emoji.
Hey,
Yep.
hey, at least I'm honest about the whole thing. No,
Maybe a little too.
Look, honest is remarkably detailed. Unnecessarily detailed.
Very specific.
well, they want you to be able to use your hand for.
Talk about
certain
painting a
besides
picture with
that.
words. Oof, man.
So also you'd be able to sign something in different stuff, but that's one of the reasons why they said it.
You're not making it better.
There's all the
facepalm
facepalm emojis. Right? Yeah, awesome.
The more you know.
The more you know.
Well, Ryan's like me. Ryan's there is like me. We won't hide anything from you boys.
No, we wish you would, though.
I really wish, yeah.
We really wish
You had.
Yeah.
But thank you, Ed. 57, ain't you?
Yeah. Well, we're both alike in a lot of ways, Ryan. You know,
For sure.
just some guys just can't handle the truth being real men. You know.
Just don't have a brother that's a doctor.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
This is my brother, the doctor. I love it.
Yeah, I know.
We
We
need a
got one
doctor
on,
of textiles.
got one on screen, right, Ryan?
Not that kind of doctor.
Yeah, not that kind, but he can fabricate just about anything.
You name it.
Oh, I can say something, but I won't. There was a comment there, and I'm not. Yeah, this is. Yeah, I know this is turning into a Buffalo meeting type discussion.
getting it all out of the way now.
Early show for the Buffalo meeting.
Charles like, I'm not sure if I really want to make the Buffalo meeting now.
We're gonna have the Buffalo meeting while sitting back saying nothing, waiting for everybody else to say something. We're done.
Yeah.
And Trevor's like, what happened at Lukas and Martin's? Why is everyone so off?
Here's Rob's time to make it dark now.
I'm not going to be there, but I think Ben can handle it.
No, but you can do it here. Rob. You can make it dark here, you know?
Carry it over. I'll get you started. I'm just going to send the first few rocks down the hill. Get the avalanche going.
Right.
Start the avalanche. And how is Mom doing, Ryan?
She's doing a lot better. She's supposed to went to the doctor today to have like a echocardiogram run because of her heart and stuff. Her legs are still swelling, and she got one blister that busted and leaked out. But she's gotten better. My sister took her to the hospital yesterday, and they didn't admit her. They just put some IV fluids and stuff in her, and but
are you saying you topped your mother off and let her go?
Topped her a few more laps.
Topped up her fluids and
a few more laps.
Just a few more just a maintenance check and top up fluids. Yep. Just a quick pit stop.
I'm sorry, Ryan.
It works in the south.
Just to finish the race. Yeah.
Don't need a complete overhaul. Jeez.
Yep.
Do the big work when the race is over. You know.
9 seconds.
About 7 to 8 years or 10 years ago, she had Her blood vessel, her aorta valve going, or aorta vein going into her heart. They had to do a aneurysm surgery there.
Ooh, yikes.
So she went came through it pretty good. Flying colors. They went through, intravenously up through her heart, and so she didn't have not, chest broke open or anything like that. And they actually went in there and put in like 3 stents right the back of her heart where it curves down.
No, at least they were able to do that and make it better that way.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to ask you guys, if anybody ever had a guitar where it actually cracked? The paint got a crack in it that goes all the way up from one side, all the way across the other side.
Yep. I have an Epiphone SG that has a pretty deep crack like that. That was why it was so cheap. It doesn't go past the finish, but yeah, it's right down across the whole body in the finish. Yeah,
it's
I just thought that is so weird, and
and that's and he's right. It's only in the finish when you if you were to refinish it, it would it's not going to be in the body. And that the Epi Junior, it was the same way.
Oh, so that's in the finish. Okay.
Yeah, the finish is really thick. You don't know how thick the finish is
on all the guitars. Yeah,
it's like
No, because the one thing is, I know Charles did for Charles Green is thick because Charles Green said he's bumped it and it's nothing but taking the brunts better than anything he's ever had. Because
that's nice to hear they're beating the crap out of the guitar.
Even better.
Oh, someone just blew a tire on the highway. Dang.
Oh.
Boom! Wow.
Bad start to the week there.
There was a woman that was on the news, or they made the news about this up on the interstate. How truck drivers, what they'll call a piece of tire out laying across the road.
Yeah.
They'll call it an alligator. There's gator tracks in the road. And one of the truckers said that over the CB, and another woman heard it, and she called into the police station and told them, she says, "There's a gator across the road," and on the highway on the interstate. And they go, "What?" "Yeah, I heard this guy talking, a truck driver saying there was an alligator on the road coming across the road." And they closed down the interstate and everything trying to find this alligator. And finally, some other truck drivers had seen it on the news or something, and they says, "No, that means a blowed out tire just straight across the road, not a real alligator." And that just tickled the far out of me. I thought, yeah, you're living in the South when they closed the interstate for a rubber alligator.
Just because it would have been worse to happen in Montana. I'm just saying. We don't have them here.
Welcome back.
I didn't know we might be getting them up here. We didn't used to have them armadillos. I reckon Charles and them been sending them up here over the last 30, 40 years.
Yeah, Blake Charles.
fabric covered armadillos. Yeah.
Who do I blame for the possums I see around here?
I'll send him some of that. You never know, Ben. He might be able to make you a possum guitar.
Yeah. Possums are ugly creatures. We don't get good marsupials. Australia gets koala bears. They get kangaroos. We get possums.
We get possums.
Yeah. We get possums. World's biggest rat. They're giant.
Yeah, pretty big.
Giant rats.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. I'm getting raccoons around here besides possums now where I live.
We have raccoons too.
Yeah,
raccoons are kind of cute though. And they're kind of entertaining in their own way. Possums are just beady eyes and tails. Don't like them. Not at all. Not like the possums.
Yeah, but I'm saying in my area, we never used to get possums. We never used to get raccoons. We never used to get foxes. And now we're getting foxes around my area lately. It's been happening for the past couple of years. Charles
I
would
got
know.
everything up to and including
When we
bears.
were kids, we didn't have those at all.
Fox can live pretty much anywhere. It's amazing how well fox and raccoon adapt. So,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's a bad thing that people used to do in like the late 1800s. Would if somebody was having a feud, somebody else, they would take a fox, tie like a towel to his tail soaked in kerosene, and then light that towel and let him run through that people's field and their crop and all that stuff.
That's just
me. Okay, so Murray just ordered a telly. Breaking news. Trying to get that gas in by the end of the year, I guess. You know.
Well, we need more information.
Yeah.
A proper telly or a thin line?
Proper. Wow.
Humbucker or single coils?
Yeah.
Is it green? Is it green too? Don't we?
He doesn't have, what are we looking at here?
You know, Charles, I knew what you were about to say about the thin line because you like semi-hollows and you like telly, so it's the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
But see, I also like cake and I like sushi, but it's not the same thing. I'm not mixing those.
Touche.
All right, British Racing Green. That's a
Ooh,
start.
I like this.
Also remember this: Chuck thinks likes double binding on each side of the guitars too.
Yeah, easy. Yeah.
Nice.
Until someone's not burned his forearm on binding on stage. I know that right now.
Oh, I believe he has.
I thought Mark would be getting another green guitar if he's getting one. Sure enough, he said it was green, didn't he?
British Racing Green, yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Ferd
Brian, I'll be honest with you, I can't wait till he comes out with the video of what he's doing with mine because he sent me a picture of what it would look like when he put the fabric on, and it's going to look totally cool.
Yeah, but to be a jerk, he'll finish it, and you'll put it the video, and you'll be drooling, and then he'll let it sit there for a month and a half before he mails it, right?
Yeah.
Thought about it.
Yeah, it's in the mail, honest. Just I don't know where the tracking number is, Ed.
Yeah, I know. I know. My brother's done that. I was waiting for that little switch. He did that for a couple of weeks. I'm busy. I haven't done it yet to get the envelope.
Send him a Tessie switch.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, you sent me one and didn't tell me, and then Rob thought I knew, and then I did the whole video, and nobody told me. It's like he's like it's a surprise, I guess. I'm like, he's like, you don't know who sent it? I'm like, no, I had no idea. And you're like, I thought you would have worked it out. I'm like, I'm not that bright, Charles.
Not that bright.
No, I had a 3-way Tessie switch sitting in the garage, and he's like, wife broke the switch. I'm like, okay.
They're good quality switches. Now, Rich has a Gretsch with a Tessie switch.
Yeah, I went and got the right kind of solder like you guys told me to get. So
yeah,
I ordered that on Amazon, and I got that, and I put it in. It was just hard to kind of, because the way they had it set up in the guitar, I wired it the same way. So it wasn't exactly what Charlie thought it was going to be like either. Charles.
Charlie.
Charlie.
Chuck.
I call him Chuck. Sometimes I call him Charlie.
Chuckles.
Most of the time it's Chuck. First time Ben heard me, somebody called him Chuck.
I lost my shit. Just because you didn't say it for the first part of the show, and there was a lull, and you're like, so what do you want to talk about next, Chuck? And I'm like, oh my God!
Oh my. I don't know.
It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. And I believe that's when I texted Charles saying, this is epic! Yeah. And
Because now Ben's finding out little certain things about Charles he didn't know.
Yeah, it's all leaking out now.
Yep, he sure didn't he?
Are you regretting now taking the day off, Charles?
No, because
chop
Lucas and Martin, if nothing else.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm going to have to go soon because I need to make some dinner before the Buffalo meeting.
And I need to go to bed.
It is 11:30 at night.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
I need to walk home to be at the Water Buffalo meeting.
Right.
This guy doesn't.
Otherwise, it'd be really awkward. You're hanging out in the middle of the night at the Buffalo meeting at Lucas's house.
He's being upstairs.
I go to bed now. You can stay.
Someone gets up in the middle of the night to get a drink. They're like, "Who's talking downstairs?" What?
Is that Laz? It's Laz. Laz is back.
He's hiding on the couch again.
We'll let Laz back into Austria.
He didn't fly to Peru. He was lying.
He was lying. Trying to visit.
Peru, right? Yeah, more like Vienna. Flying in hot.
I told him, I said I was wanting some souvenirs from the ancient alien sites down there, and he's like, "I won't be going there. We're just going to my wife's family's place, you know, and I might get to see the beach if I see anything historic."
The beach.
Okay, then. This won't be when he sends home pictures of it, unless he gets the beach, I think.
What Charles has also got to do is you got to get Time Surfing Alien on chat with Charles. That'd be cool.
There's a lot of people we like to have on.
That way you can ask him where to get the avatar.
He's like, "I took that photo when I was at the party."
The family reunion.
Selfie with the kids.
Here you go.
That was a picture I stole from Charles in the backyard.
But I don't know why. Every time I see it, it just tickles me. You know, it's like you think it would wear off, right? You know, but
nope.
It's just like meeting Dolly Parton for the first time, I guess.
I've not considered that. That's a different angle. Definitely a different approach.
Yeah.
Ryan Hall, folks.
He's here all week.
Wow.
That's my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
I say we adopt him, Chuck.
Really happy he forfeited a day's pay for this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. He was hoping to snag a new fabric deal out of it, maybe offset. I don't know. Yeah. Bookings for 2025 with Dr. Fabric, folks.
Yeah.
We shall see.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to see.
Also.
Can't wait to see his next video.
Someday.
It's going to be good.
Oh, I know.
The return of L&M.
Yeah.
Return of L&M. L&M Strikes Back, the second in the trilogy.
Oh, yeah.
It's going dark. L&M Strikes Back.
L&M Strikes Back.
Darth Lucas.
Charles, I am your father.
Yeah, that's when PRS tells Nags, "I am your father." You're not my father. Yes, no, the lineage is there.
Yep.
It was a stretch, Charles. All right, give me a break. I'm trying to do a Star Wars reference with guitar. All right.
I was just waiting for the bus to finish running over me.
Not even resisting anymore.
You're on a high traffic route today, right? Every 15 minutes, like clockwork.
Charles is dead inside, just longing for death's sweet embrace, aren't you, Charles?
Well, if you notice, Rob, it's not as easy to get him going on the album covers because he is dead inside compared to when they brought him on originally. we've kind of, you can blame me for that. He's much more jaded. What used to just set him off, now he's just like, meh. I've seen crazier.
I've seen worse.
I told you that you did get me good Monday. There was that one.
But lately he had some really good comebacks.
He did. He got me a few times there. Oh.
Yeah. I had to rewind on that part. Like, what?
Yeah.
That was the canned lesbians or something. I had to watch it.
Oh yeah,
100%
lesbians.
100% concentrated.
Yeah, I like to have. I like to.
That was music and
I like
poems.
to have that for breakfast.
Yes, it was music and spoken word.
Yeah,
Like Henry Rollins, but angrier. You know,
Yeah.
way angrier, and possibly hairier.
possibly hairier, and maybe more tattoos. We don't know.
Possibly, yeah. Definitely more patchouli oil.
Definitely.
That's a given.
Bigger tennis fans, I'm sure.
Matt agrees. A thin line is not a tally.
A thin line is not a tally. It is official then.
Well, if we're talking the OG, because they did come with humbuckers too, right? The original thin lines, I believe.
Yeah.
So right there, you're out. They're not humbuckers. They're wide range. Yeah.
They're humbuckers.
Wide range sucking. They're too dark for me.
Well, gentlemen, I actually have to go. I've got to jump on something else, but it has been a pleasure as always.
That's what she said.
Ian,
There's the last space poem of the night.
I could not leave,
Spoken like a true prostitute.
I could not leave on a better note. Thank you for that, Charles. Thank you for that, Ben. Lucas and Martin, always a pleasure. We'll have to do this again. And happy holidays.
Nice to see you again. Have a good Christmas if I don't see you later, Rob.
Thank you. Have a good New Year too, everybody.
Yeah.
All right. Here, brother.
Nothing. With
Yeah,
that,
I
we'll
could
wrap
not
it up.
resist. As soon as he said
That's-
hop on something else, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's what she said. Yeah.
With Rob leaving, I think that's a good chance for us, to end the stream. It's been a blast with you guys. In 3.5 hours, we went long again, as usual with the Christmas hangs.
Well, it's
Thanks a lot,
finally
Charles,
great to
Ben,
meet you
Ed, and
guys.
Ryan for joining. Sorry, Ed.
It's nice to finally meet you guys again because Charles told me about you earlier one time. How he
That's
used
great.
to talk to you when he was in Germany, but
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you for being on. Really appreciate it. Had a good time.
yeah,
Thanks
thank you for
for
having
spending
us.
your time with us.
Yeah, it's been a
We'll
great
see some
evening.
of you
And
shortly.
thanks a lot for to everyone who is in the chat and for hanging with us. Have happy holidays and good start into the year 2025. And see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Lesbian